gotten so good at this, I think that I have the timing down for when the stream actually starts. Because as you don't know, the reason I always start a stream with a or something like that is because I want every stream to start with me making a sound from my voice. I don't want there to be any sort of delay when you click on the VOD and I'm just sitting there like, oh, now it's working. Hello. No, I want to be talking instantly. And tragically, it's not that easy because there's such a weird delay between when I click start streaming and then when it actually starts streaming. And it's a pretty significant one too. Welcome in, Photogenic. How's it going? What was I talking about? Something about stream delay. I don't know. When I streamed on YouTube, like a little less than a decade ago, I would hit start streaming, and if I spoke right when I hit the button, it would be captured in the VOD. But on Twitch, that's not the case, and it's very interesting and a little frustrating to me because I want to click that button and go like, greetings, fellow fucks. I don't fucking know. Someone called Bread Monsters followed me when I wasn't streaming. Shout out to Bread Monsters and F14M3Z. Hold up, my volume broke. Okay, I'm sorry. I got you, Photogenic. I won't say anything while your volume is broken. Until you say to me that your volume has been fixed, I'll not say anything of any significant meaning or shit or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Joke's on you. Nothing I say has any meaning, so I can keep talking normally. So, I don't know. Today we're doing some game development, as I do on my streams, but instead, let me switch it to streamer mode. But instead, god damn, what the fuck? Wait, why can't I switch to streamer mode? What? What's happening? Okay. The bugs, this shit will just, it's only when I'm streaming. That's what's so fucked up about it. It's only when I'm streaming, shit will just completely stop functioning. Just 100% of the time. Like, what is up with that? What an asshole. Godot. What stopped functioning? Godot. I clicked on a checkbox and it wouldn't do it. The end. That's all it was. You'd think it'd be something worser. And now when I hit restart project, it's not coming back up. Hey sir, me is me Telesis. I finally found my oldest account I had in Twitch and Discord, and I'm so happy so I can use this account and you can call me Bread or Bready. How's it going? Holy shit. I was just talking about how someone called Bread Monsters is following me. Oh, so it's not an authentic Bread Monsters follow, it's just Telesis. But yes, hello. No, it's all good. It is all good. Hello. Oh no. Ugh. Don't look at all my projects. What do I have on there? Nothing I haven't revealed already, I think. Okay, cool. Oh. Some Randbot is the name of the project that is the Twitch interface, because it's like a Twitch bot, but also it has like, you know, it's a Godot project as well. So it's not like Witch Club. Yeah, Witch Club. I can show you Witch Club. Here, why don't I show you a bit of Witch Club? I'm kind of proud of it, but I gave up because I'm pathetic and I fucking can't finish projects. But Witch Club was an early 2025 project that was kind of, it was an extension of Shark Mafia, which was a game jam project I did in late, very last week of December 2024. Ooh, fancy. Okay, it went onto my other monitors. I can't see how it's appearing. Shark Mafia is out. It's a game jam project. You can play it on my itch.io. The theme of the jam was fishy business, and I'm very salty about not getting first place, even though I feel like I'm hit the wait, I can't show this to you because I don't have the stream share in shit. You can see I'm reusing my settings menu. I have to play it from, can I just hit this and then will this I'll have to open up like a new screen on OBS. Hold on. Slash Codfather. Oh, is that what it's called? Yeah, Cod. Sorry, the Shark Mafia is its internal name. So I know. That's what I know. Check my profile, Surd. Okay. Oh God, how do I do it? Twitch's shit for like interacting with profiles is so weird. I see about Bread Monster streams software and game development. About me, I'm Bread. I like to play Gartic Phone and Super Mario 64 and much more games. I like to have fun with you viewers. I like Bread. By the way, very nice for stopping by. You're welcome. Look at your followers. Oh, you have 160 followers. Is that what you're trying to brag? Okay, I see how it is. I see. All right. You think I can't beat that? I could beat that. Just you wait. Just you fucking wait. Anyway, here's here, I have to do this as like game capture. I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm being dabbed on by Telestis. You hate to see it. Actually, which one of these is this? Is this one, right? No, that's the engine. I want this one. Yeah, and let me guess, it's not going to appear or anything. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. And then I can just like stretch it up like this. And it's like a roguelike kind of thing, but I want it to have horror elements. Like I want it to sort of be how would I put this? It's like, you know, what's that fucking game where you're a potato? Brotato. Brotato, but it's like a turn-based Pokemon Mystery Dungeon sort of game. God, I am lagging like shit. What the fuck is this game doing? What is happening? Is it what? Oh my God. Yeah. Well, you can't play my games photogenic because all of these are unreleased and it's frozen and broken for some reason. What the hell? Did I leave this game in a broken state? I'm usually pretty good at leaving my things in an okay state. Oh yeah, I guess I do have my Game Jam games. Not all of them. Some of them are okay. My most recent one isn't even on this profile. You need to go to fucking Dr. Sasquatch. I was doing like an anonymous submission to a friend's Game Jam. What? Can I even find it? It's called Soot Bound. I wonder if I could transfer it to my main account so I can brag. Oh, here we go. Okay, and then it's like, yeah, I have a whole character creator, and it's I don't know, it's pretty cool. You can input a name. This game is really well developed. I'm definitely gonna come back to it. I don't have any hairs, but I have like skin colors and hat colors and robe colors. Basically, it's all colors. Start game, and then also you do like a. Oh yeah, you had like all this. So it's a roguelike, right? So I really wanted like the what you call it, the character creation portion to be pretty good and pretty in depth. Oh yeah, and then I was doing the tutorial. Yeah, this was wow. I really shouldn't have given up on this game. This game looks really nice. Oh my God, it's so fucking laggy though. What is this loading? The shaders. Okay, I overshaded it. Oh yeah, and here you go. The movement feels really smooth for like a tile-based game. I like this. Oh yeah, and this is like the second part of the tutorial because I was testing this portion. Then I have like this cool dialogue system. Oh my God, this was kind of hype. I gotta come back to this. Maybe after Super Pixel Guy 3D, we finish up Silly Witch Club. And then you break that, and it breaks all, makes all the things go down. Yeah. And then, okay. Wow, this actually does look really good. I really should finish this. And the idea is it's like a roguelike where you have this randomly generated dungeon with turn-based combat, but there would be like creatures and horror elements where like there would be things that would not move on a grid or within the turn regulations, which would make them scary or something. I don't know. Oh, this game is really good. Here's what happened with this game is I wanted to release a Steam demo, but I couldn't meet that deadline. I overworked myself and got really burnt the fuck out, and I couldn't meet the deadline for the Next Fest for February. And so I was like, you know, I'm tired of this. I need to make a smaller scope game. And that's how I started Super Pixel Guy 3D. And well, the issue is Bread Monsters. If you go, there's games before even Silly Witch Club. There's also fucking, I'm sure if I showed you the one before this, you'd also be like, oh, play that, finish that one too. And if I showed you one before that, you'd be like, oh, finish that one too. They're all like this. But Admittedly, Silly Witch Club is definitely one of the best looking games I've made. This game is fucking vibrant and beautiful, and I love it so much. Oh yeah, and one of the mechanics is you can like fly on your broom. It's supposed to have limited uses, but right now you can just use it infinitely. And the idea is you can use it to get over gaps or things or strategize. Before this was something Infinimall. Infinimall, let me turn this off. I'm gonna close this. Here, let me just, this will just be a demonstration of all my failed projects. How's that? Let me close this and let me go to, let me open all Infinimall. All like, well, they're all very different. I don't work on the same type of game. If I'm gonna give up on a game, I'm gonna do something completely new. So here's Infinimall. And so Infinimall is also a roguelike though. So it is similar in that regard, but it's also very different. Infinimall is a first-person game that uses a lot of the assets I created for Teleport Man, which is the game before that one. But where Teleport Man is more like Super Pixel Guy 3D as a level-based 3D platformer, Infinimall is a first-person platformy sort of roguelike. And as the name suggests, it's a game where you run through an infinitely generated mall that goes, you know, like there's like malls that go in like a circle. It's kind of like that. You just keep going in a circle forever, and it has like randomly generated stores that would have different enemies and items within them, and then there's like some sort of boss that's chasing you throughout the whole thing. There's also kind of like horror element. The only consistent aspect to all my games is horror. I just like horror. I don't just like horror. I like horror as a subgenre to like a bigger genre, right? Okay, here's this. How do I play this? So I just hit play here, and then I have to share this game instead. So let's see if I can do that. They all have CRT shaders too. That's a consistent theme between everything. They're all number one 3D. They're all they all have sort of like horror sub elements, and they all have a CRT shader because it just makes my games look better. And in my defense, every time I work on a new project, I do it without a CRT shader. I'm like, you know, fuck it. I'm not gonna keep doing the same thing over and over. And then I work on it for a month, and I'm like, damn, my game looks like ass. And then I throw a CRT shader on it, and it looks fucking amazing. I'm like, well, shit. My thing isn't appearing. Gotta wait for it to load. Why do these take so long to load? Yeesh. I need to upgrade to 4.5, I think, and then have Uber shaders or something to handle these shader compilations, because this is ridiculous. So I guess for Infinimall, there is the added element that it does need to generate these 3D sort of environments before I start it. But my god, dude, get on with it. What are you taking so long? Oh, shit! Okay. Let me turn this back on. That's a menu from Teleport Man, so ignore that. I'm falling infinitely. I'm not supposed to be able to do this. But it does have, what are these called? Rotoscoped animations, which are also from Teleport Man. This is the wrong scene, I guess. So let me go find the right one to play. Is it just the mall scene? That would make sense. But no, this is like, where's my fucking mall? Come on. Does it not work right now? Oh, that's lame. Let's see. Let's go to levels, maybe? I'm at persistent content, which I think is the thing I run, but I don't know why it isn't generating the mall. That's wacky. Show off 3D model mall.tscn. No, it has to be persistent content though. But why isn't it working? Do I run as a current scene? Well, that game looks amazing. Like, I like that better than the other, if I'm honest. I told you. Why is Runlocked available in browser? As a fucking brag, Photogenic. Runlocked is also written in C++, so it's like, I just wanted to, you know, I have fun with technologies, and I wanted to, I don't know. I just like trying new things and using technology and stuff. Runlocked was cool. Can this load though? I'm just gonna keep falling though. Where the fuck am I? This isn't my game. Where the fuck is, oh no, did I lose my mall? Come on. Infinimall, come on, where's my shit? Where's my mall? I forgot how to do this. Oh no, I really wanted to try this. I'm actually really proud of Infinimall. This is one of my... I lied. When we finish Teleport Man, not Teleport Man, when we finish Super Pickle Guy 3D, we're not going to Super Silly Witch Club, as good as that game looks. We're going to Infinimall. Because Infinimall, I really have a lot of passion for still. Infinimall got disrupted because I did the game jam, the Hacks Jam for Winter 2024, which was Codfather, which of course eventually became Silly Witch Club. Failed to call mall ready. Oh, create flipped tri-mesh is not defined. I need to use a custom version of Godot I wrote for this. Okay, let's go to D drive. Godot. Is it 4.3 beta 1 custom? Or is it 4.4.1 custom built? But that was in May 20th. And I haven't touched this since 2024. So I'm going to assume it's 4.3. But that hasn't touched since June. So which one of these versions is the one that I used for this? Is it custom built? Can I see where the code's edited for this? I gotta open it in like Sublime and see if this function exists. Hold on. Open that. Find in folder. Create flipped tri mesh collision. Because I needed to do some optimizations for the collision generation while I was generating the worlds for this. And I needed that function. It didn't exist in Godot, so I had to add it myself. But the issues with adding stuff to yourself in Godot is that you kind of have to recompile for every new version, which doesn't sound too bad. But then you're in a situation like this where you forgot which version of Godot is the custom built one, and you're stuck fucking around. This is May 20th and March 25 for almost all of these. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's a 4.3 one. 4.3 beta custom. Is it really this one though? If I find in here, will it appear? I'm also searching through way too many fucking files. I need to search through just like, where would I search? Well, how do I like do a filter for this? Add include filter .cpp. Okay, that should make it way faster. Hopefully. We'll see. It's not appearing, is it? What the fuck are you doing, Sublime? You're searching through only 1,000 files and it's taking this long? I mean, it's just 1,000 files. What an... Come on, Sublime. Sublime. Okay, I can go through the source code maybe here. This is May. This is... I haven't touched it since June. There's no way this is it. Infinimall is way later in 2024. Okay. Is it this 4.3.rc3 custom from August 15th? No, it's this one, 4.3 custom. This has to be it. This has to be. This is the only one that makes sense. Find in folder, custom, add include filter .cp. This has to be. This is for November, which would line up perfectly. So let me look for bin. Okay, let's open this Godot. And let me see if I can share it real fast. Sorry for the delay. I'm gonna close this one. Okay. Let me guess this isn't gonna run. There we go. Okay, open this Godot. Fuck, now that I've opened Infinimall on 4.4.1 though, now it's gonna be like, oh, this project was last opened to 4.4.1. Can you not do that? You're going back to 4.3, and it's like, yeah, I know I'm going back to 4.3. I'm sorry. Let's see if Sublime is going to make my prediction correct. It's not. It still hasn't found the function, so it might still be the wrong version of Godot. Oh, God. Come on. 0 matches. It actually is the wrong version. Well, then what the fuck is it then? Because it can't be... What is custom built for 4.4.1? Where did I put this function? What am I searching through? I'm searching... Okay, I need to think for a second. Because I'm looking for a specific file. And I can just find that by going to... What? If I drag this in and search for it... And what's the chance that I'm searching for the wrong thing, too? Like, what if it isn't in... Did I spell that right? Create flip tri-match collision? That looks correct. Now this is taking forever to load, so who knows? What file would it be in? Maybe I should also just be searching for create tri-match collision, and then I use that to know if I found it sooner rather than later. Okay, now it's searching through 10,000 files. So it just got rid of my filter immediately. Cool. Oh, there it is. It comes up instantly when it's actually here. And that's in Mesh Instance 3D, which is what? That is showing up in Scene 3D. Okay. So what I should be searching through is Scene 3D for all of these. But, okay, date modified. DirectX stuff, 4.3. Dev 7. Is this a built one? No. Okay, January 8th, 2025, beta 2 and 3. Custom built. I love Teleport Man. Have you seen much of Teleport Man, Photogenic? Teleport Man is accessible to be viewed, but I don't know if you know the platform where I posted anything about Teleport Man. It has to be 4.3. Or is it 4? No, it has to be this one, but I already searched through this one, I think. Scene 3D, and then Mesh Instance 3D. Mesh Instance 3D. So, create tri-mesh collision. And then there's no inverse for this. It just doesn't exist. So what the fuck? What version of Godot was I using for this? I'm gonna see. Oh my god, that one came out of nowhere. It almost destroyed me. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I held it in. I also hate how long these are taking to load. That's kind of concerning, right? If I go to Infinimal, I hate spell that summons random crap. Oh yeah, Teleport Man is available as on my itch.io as like a game jam game, but you don't know about the extended version of Teleport Man that had like months and months put into it. It'd be like this. God damn, what version of Godot does this use? Can I go to my GitHub and see what version it's associated with and then find that out, maybe? Okay, Infinimal. I'll go here. And yeah, it's gonna refresh for a bit. Yeah, I got it. Of all this garbage, where's my project file? Let's see. It is 4.3 forward plus, so it is a 4.3 version. Did I just not put it into my Godot folder? Is it just lost somewhere? Folder. Like it must be one of these. 4.3 custom. How is it not 4.3 custom? What the fuck did I put into 4-3 custom that isn't the mesh stuff? That's what I want to know. So this is just normal 4.3. So maybe it's 4.3 RC3 custom. Scene 3D. Mesh Instance 3D. No, it's not that. Where the hell is this inverted? I may have deleted it. It might just be that Infinimal is just inaccessible right now. That's kind of scary because holy cow, where the fuck is it? 4.3 master February 9th with voxel? There's no way this is it. There's 0% chance this is it. Why would I have voxels for Infinimal? Even though I know it's randomly generated. I don't think I used any voxels. Mesh Instance 3D. Nope, it's not in here. At what point do I just search this whole Godot folder for this function? Godot. Find in folder. Create. What was it called? Oh my god, I forgot what it was called. Create flip tri-mesh collision. And only search in .cpp files. Find. Now it's going to take a while to even find the files. Oh, it found them. Okay, 15,000. Okay, so eventually that should work. In the meantime, I hate the spell that summons random crap. I mean, it's okay, I guess. Okay, you know what? Let's play through Teleport Man while we wait. And what's somerandev.itch.io. Teleport Man. This is a fun game. Let's see if I can pull this up onto Obis. Can I please get my capture on there? Games built on Chrono, Compact Capture, use Game Capture, use Window Capture. Okay, fine then, have it your way. Why is there a random boost to speed when you pick up a spell? Is there? I don't think there is. I think that God, my God. I think that just might be an illusion on your part. There's no way I programmed that, right? Teleport Man! Boo, 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 doo, 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 run thing. Doo, doo. How's the search going, Sublime? Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So this is Teleport Man. This is my Game Jam game from mid-2024. And we'll see how it goes in a second. I made this. Oh, hey, Tohei. Hi, how do you pronounce that? Tohei. I'm currently playing through a Game Jam game I made about a year ago. Holy shit, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been so long and yet so short at the same time. It starts a little intro. So the idea of doing rotoscope was kind of already in this first like Game Jam version of this. I just thought this would be like hilarious, right? And then you get your first ability, which is the ability that makes you jump better. Holy shit, it's so laggy. It is a browser game. Woo! And then you go over here into the hole. The holes are sick, by the way. I'm so shocked I was able to do this with browser. Like, it looks amazing. Thanks, Bread Monsters. Whose arm did you... Those are my arms. But, this is, like, procedurally done. Like, levels are all in separate scenes, but the way they, like, connect together is procedural. So, like, you teleport into the next level but it has, like, a viewport to sort of make the whole scene like it's real, sort of like how that's done in Portal. There are issues with the browser version, which is happening right now, where it's, like, jittering around and, like, fucking cutting my mouse over to the other way. It's so weird. Ugh. Hey, Invoke. Hey, Moonside. How's it going? I'm playing through some of my old games I made last year. I've been talking about old projects I was working on. This is Teleport Man. It's a Game Jam game I made during mid-2024. It's a 3D platformer, but the main gimmick... Oh, fuck. See, the mouse... There's something weird with the mouse movement in browser exports, and the gimmick is you, non-nucleating portals. You also you take a snapshot of the world, like that, and then you can teleport back into it by doing this. Okay, I hit right-click and it fucking sent the whole world back. What the fuck? What the hell was that? Is this unplayable on Opera? What the hell is this? Why did that happen? Okay, I'm switching to Brave because Opera can't be trusted. Where are you? Brave. Okay. Fuck this. Okay, Brave. You get to be full screen now. Do that. Click on that. Run thing. I found a plugin for Godot that enables visual scripting, and it's fairly fully featured. The problem is, it only works with version 4.3 right now. I mean, there aren't that many reasons to use 4.4 outside of, what was added to 4.4? I don't know. 4.3 was a really big update. So if you're stuck at 4.3, I think that's not a problem at all. I'm actually kind of surprised it only works for 4.3. The changes between those two updates weren't that significant, so you'd think it'd be able to handle the update, but open source stuff is hard. But hell yeah, and I cannot use my controls. I go and look around, I can't use WASD. What? Huh? What is going... What? Why can't I move? Yo, this game is cursed. Oh my god, come on. Huh? But yeah, Invoke, hell yeah, please make a Godot game. It's really fun. I'm glad you're able to find like a tool that can make your experience developing a game much easier on an engine you would prefer. Will this work on Chrome? I'm tired. I give up. How's the search doing, Sublime? You guys just don't get to see. This is why I don't like browser ports. The Game Jam had a rule for only browser games, so that's the issue. But okay. All right. Wow. Apparently my custom version of the Godot that I used for Infinimal, another project I made earlier that I was trying to show off. Apparently my custom version of Godot isn't in my Godot folder. That's kind of wild. I hate that. I'm definitely going to attempt it slowly but surely. I'll probably continue working with RPG Maker for now until I get a better grasp of what I can do with Godot. Or for future projects, who knows? Hell yeah, exactly. Now take it slow. No rush. I experiment with other engines and frameworks all the fucking time, even though I know I'm locked in for Godot. So I feel that. I'm concerned the custom version of Godot I'm looking for, I wrote in my downloads folder, and then I didn't move it out when I deleted all my shit from my downloads folder. So, yeah. Oh, that's good. Or is there any chance I put it in my GitHub folder and it's like under Godot? I have Godot _old. whatever the hell that means. This is from 2023. That's not correct. Godot. Godot. Do I have like a Godot branch that I was trying to maintain, and maybe that's why I was more okay with doing these edits, because I have like a branch for it? Okay. Let's see my branches. What is this song? Refresh languages. Okay, that's a pull request branch. Those are all pull requests. Infinimal changes too. Here it is. Oh shit, I do have the branch for it saved. The only issue, why is there 2 of them? Number 1. Number 2, it's not compiled, so now I have to recompile this myself. Oh, guys, okay. Are you invested in me showing off Infinimal? I think you are. I think you are. So I'm gonna make this happen. But, you'll have to give me a second. Let's do Python -m sconns. Nope, I want... Can you show me more autocompletes for this? Or no? Okay. I go to my Godot folder and find the command to build it with DirectX, because that's not a thing, and it's kind of hard to do. Let's go to this drive. Let's go to Godot, wherever it may be. No, it's in D, not Z. Godot. And then we go to, where's DirectX? Okay, sorted by names. DirectX stuff, how to compile for DirectX, and I have the compile commands right here. I just grab this. And then I paste that right here, and now I'll begin compiling Godot in the background while we actually do real things in the real world. How's that sound, fellow gamers? So now that more of you are here, let me re-explain what today's stream is actually about. It's not just about showing off my old projects, as much as I love to do that, because I love showing off how much of a failure I am, as horrible I am at making things consistently. But yeah, it works for me on Chrome. Yeah, Photogen, I don't know what it is. It just, Godot on web is eh. Don't make a Godot game for the web. Actually, make a Godot game for the web. Just don't make it a first-person 3D Godot game for the web where it needs mouse capture. That's where it gets all fucked up. That's where things don't work out that well. Nice kick, Tone. But yeah, welcome in, Tone. Where'd you find me? How's it going? What you working on? What kind of game dev stuff you do? Assuming you do game dev stuff or not. I don't know. It's up to you. Yeah. But let me explain. Let me explain what's happening. Whoa! Whoa, thank you for the follow! Yay! Hooray! Thank you for the follow, Tony. Here's what we're doing today, right? Let me go to a script. I want to go to this one. Okay, so I'm writing a plugin for Godot that will make my life so much easier. So let me explain my problem. Here's my fucking problem, and it makes me want to scream and makes me want to cry. Okay, you're gonna save the scene, Godot. Can we get on with this? Okay, there we go. So let's go over here. Let's add some viewports so it doesn't look so monotonous. Here's how my game works. This is Super Pixel Guy 3D. Can I trigger you to come over here? What's happening? Where's my... What? Wait, why is the thing not tracking? Ugh, okay. It should be this. Do I have to go to something else to come back? Okay, go to this. Go come back. Okay, I think that might have worked. There we go. My shit's still so buggy. I hate this interface so much. Here's the issue, right? We have this thing right here. This is an events list. Events in my game are sort of like events in RPG Maker, where they're a way for me to program in actions to occur throughout my game, so I don't have to like custom code them. So for example, let's look at this is for trigger box back there, but let's look for a closer trigger box. Let's look at the trigger box for trigger box secret laser. So if we look right here, this, you see these red dots? This represents the area of a trigger box that's going to activate when the player walks into it. And when they walk into it, these events right here execute. Now, there's only one event, which is the if statement. And then inside of the if statement, if it's false, we have these three events: move, wait, move. And what these do is they basically move this laser. Well, they first move this tile right here down, and then they move the laser out so it appears. Why does my Twitch say it's connecting the chat? I'm currently working on something like a building system for future games. Ooh, nice. That sounds fun. So you're also doing some excuse me, some tooling like I am right now. Because my problem is, like a building system for like building code, or more of like a sort of like a building like environments sort of thing, I guess I should say. For me, so this is an example of not a bad list of events, but there are ones that are really bad, like the one I was on earlier, where it's area 2. This is what triggers the ball to fall down. So what happens is you hit this trigger box and you do all of these, which are going to be moving the ball down to the ground. There's going to be waiting for 80 frames. The screen shakes, wait some more, move the ball towards the player, screen shake when it hits the end, also do some rotation. You got all these different things. And then there's sometimes recursive if I'm using if statements, and they're all really hard to manage. And if they're all open like this, then they're all really hard to scroll through, and it's super annoying, and I hate this UI for this so much. So I want to make a Godot plugin that makes this workflow way easier. Sir, how do I jump the gap on level 4? Photogenic, you use the teleport ability and retain your momentum. Okay, when I'm done explaining this, I'll go back and show you. But basically, my plugin works like this. It's called Super Array Inspector. And what you do is you go to your GD script. Here's my exported variable for the array of events. I'm going to replace that with my custom one that's Super Array Inspector. And now, instead of using this array UI I used before, now when I click on this, it opens up a whole new dialog with all my things listed right here. And I could click them to edit them from over here. Like I click, this rotate one, and all the edit stuff for the rotate is right here. I can click move 3D and all my move stuff is right here. And so, yeah, it's pretty hype. This is gonna make my workflow so much better. You can also move them in between each other like this. So I can move Mover 3D up here. I can move the move Eulers right here. I can move all this shit around. It's so much easier than moving them in the other editor. Oh, and I also have Control Z support. The hardest part of all of this is not doing this, because a lot of this is just built-in Godot stuff. The hardest part is retaining controls like undo redo systems, which is, it's important because it's such a natural part of development. You don't notice it until it's gone. And then when it's gone, it's like, holy shit, I really needed to undo that thing I just did. And so undo redo works for if I drag something, I can undo that. I can also redo it, undo it. It also works for if I edit something in here. So if I do like 12, I can undo back to 25, redo back to 12. So all of this works. All of this is done. It's really good. What I want to do now is have it so if I do, well, number one, I need to make sure I can add resources to this. By the way, this doesn't just work for events, it works for all types of resources in Godot. So you could use this hypothetically for something that isn't eventing, something like some sort of like list of resources you have associated with a node in Godot or something like that. There's a lot of possibilities, right? It just makes this workflow so much easier. What if you change a thing and then switch tabs? Oh yeah, that's totally doable. So like I go to 1, 2, 3 right here, switch, come back. It'll still undo if I hit Control Z like that. Because the undo things like it's hooked into Godot. So Godot Editor provides its own undo redo like object. And so while I do have to still go through and like mark all these changes myself when it comes to moving things in the list, thankfully Godot, it handles the maintenance of those actions I provided itself. So if I hit Control Z here, it'll still run with the order I do it in this dialog and the order of other things. Like if I turn this off right here and then I edit something right here, I'll set it to 1. God damn, set it to like 43 and then I turn it back on. If I hit Control Z, it's going to turn that off. It's going to come over here, hit Control Z again, switch back to 800, and then Control Z a third time back over here. It's going to check it again. So there you go. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty consistent. It's pretty hype. What I want to do in this stream though is, like I said, add the plus buttons, add more resources and all the utilities for that. And then I also want to add the ability for there to be like sub events underneath these events. So if I add like the if statement, which has its recursively available like package of events that execute underneath it, I also want to be able to edit those in this list right here, in the same list, and also be able to drag things in and out of it. And also copy and paste is going to be super important. Yes, Photogenic, for some... Oh, fuck. You're right. You don't just mean chat broken like Twitch. Chat broke for my stream setup. What the hell? Shit. What's up with that? Huh. Pretty sure chat reloaded for me the exact same time I was cut. I noticed that. That happened to me too. Where it like, it reloaded. It said something about reconnecting and then it broke. Oh my God, Twitch. Anyway, Tony, like a building system so the player can build things themselves in the game and connect to objects. Oh, shit. I'm trying to make it somewhat universal so it's not too dependent on the game itself. It's not a dev tool. I see. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say Minecraft, but, you know, it's along that type of game where you have dynamic, you know, construction of things. There's other games like that that aren't Voxley. The one that comes to my mind immediately is this what is it called? The space game that everyone hated until it got better. Sky something something. I don't know. But yeah, holy shit, that sounds awesome. Do you have like a page for that? Do you have like somewhere you can show that off? I really want to see that. It's kind of cool. Tony. I'm gonna look at your Twitch page. Do you also game dev stream? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's Blender. Wait, what? It's Blender in Godot? What do you mean by? Sorry, did I lose track of what I was talking about? Anyway, that sucks that I have to restart my Twitch interface. Can I do that without breaking everything? Do you think? Usually when I restart it, it lags the shit out of OBS and it breaks stuff. But not having chat update is like super shitty. All right, see you when you come back, Moonside, but you're all good. BRB. Wait, is this a meta day? I don't want to curse the stream by saying the M day. No, it's not meta. Well, it's not a meta day because I'm not working on the Twitch interface. This is still working on the game itself by working on this, but you know, this is part of the game, right? Making a tool that helps me with Super Pixel Guy is different from working on something that's going to help me with the Twitch interface, right? So technically it's not a meta day. Oh yeah, Photogenic, by the way, the emote got accepted almost immediately. So, boom. Look at him note take. Look at him go. Here's what I should also do before I reset. Let me try testing bits again. I'm gonna gigantify an emote, I guess. Let me gigantify this new one. Okay, gigantify. Like, this should send a thing for bits. So I don't know, it might be broken, the fact that it's not working. But is it broken just because I'm not, like, Twitch is broken right now? See, no bits are falling on me. So, I don't know. There's a lot of sus going on right now. Okay. Do I do the restart? Photogenic, it's your call. I want to do the restart. It's not your call. I'm gonna do it right now. Stand by. Give me a second. Ah! Wow, that really hurt my throat. This is going to cause problems. I'm not excited for this causing problems, but it will cause problems. At least my emote looks good even when it's gigantified. Though I will say there is some like artifacting on the sides. You see how there's like little white bits around it? I wonder why that is. Is that like the light reflecting because I rendered this in a way too high, or way too low resolution maybe? I don't know. Anyway, this thing's back. It doesn't seem to be lagging too bad. It is. Okay, that's just because the guy was loading. I'm going to switch between scenes before I switch over. Okay, it looks pretty good. Why are you not connecting to my hex code? Godot? Hello? Okay, let's go back. It's going to refresh for a second. There we are. Okay, there it goes. And then switch back to this. And there we are. Okay. Oh, it's lagging like crazy. The thing's happening. I broke my stream. This is what always happens every time. Yeah, I do see. Oh, no. What happens if I, do this? Like, I turn it off, and then I turn it back on? Then it lags again. What is up with that? Spout? What if I turn this off, and then turn that back on? Close? What the fuck is your problem? Okay. I hate this. Did I ruin my stream already? Frame 1 stream ruin? Okay, what if I switch to this? Switch to this. I switch to standby, does everything work again? Like, does the bitrate go back to normal? It should. What is its problem? Like, actually, dude, what is your problem? Okay, let me do a bit of testing. I switch to this. We're gonna get lag. I can see myself lagging right now, but only the spout streams are lagging, which is interesting. You, Photogenic, are moving just fine, but the spout, there's something about spout that's causing issues. Okay. And if I switch back to this, everything's fine. What happens if I copy some of these streams over? Like I make a duplicate of this. Duplicate, call that 2, and then I go over here. Nothing. What if, wait. Oh, holy shit, the amount of fragmentation with your voice. Is it, okay, now you're telling me my voice can't be heard? That's not good. That's not good. Because I want you to be able to hear me at the very least. Insane? What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Why do I bother with these things? I could just be a normal streamer, Photogenic. I could literally just be a normal fucking streamer, and I wouldn't have these problems. Okay. You can hear me now. Well, yeah, because I switched back to this mode. So there's something with Spout, which is the library I use to transfer the streams from OBS to my Godot project for the Twitch interface. Something about that is broken and shitty when I'm in OBS and I need to refresh OBS somehow. I wish there was a way I could refresh OBS without restarting stream. Can I restart OBS without restarting stream? My hypothesis is there's something wrong with, oh wait, what the fuck is this? Yes, it is possible to restart OBS without ending your stream, but it depends on the platform you stream on, where they offer disconnect protection. Twitch should offer disconnect protection, but it claims that it does, but it doesn't. My stream always ends. Disconnect protection are similar features that help keep your stream alive for a short period. Okay. Why the fuck doesn't it work then? Okay, here's a Reddit post. Check the service you're streaming to. It might be called disconnect. Yeah, I see that. This person says open a second OBS and start streaming on that. Why not restart stream though? Because, Tony, because if I do that, it'll send out another notification to everyone. And that's like super unprofessional and gross looking. And I hate when people do that. They like spam your notifications with their stream restarts. I don't want to do that. I want to be cool and epic and have one VOD for today and one stream notification for today and nothing else. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, I hate it. Okay, here's settings. Stream. Disconnect protection is turned off. What? Wait, why is disconnect? Have I never had disconnect protection? Okay. Improve the viewing experience for your stream by enabling a backup in the event your stream is disconnected. If your primary stream fails, automatically display a temporary visual to viewers for 90 seconds while you troubleshoot and reconnect. Okay. Can I turn that on while I'm streaming? Because I just did. And if I go to Stream Manager, do I get a stream disconnect button or something? Let me search for my quick action. Disconnect. There's nothing for disconnect. But I mean, hypothetically, what is this? Oh my god, it's double jump that I was missing, not a momentum thing? Double jump? What? What? The double jump is optional. You can do the whole game without double jump, Photogenic, by the way. Is my thing restarting? Okay, I'm gonna restart OBS. Give me a second. This isn't gonna work. This isn't going. It's going to fucking fuck up in Opera. I'm gonna get a second notification. But if Twitch is telling the truth right now, hypothetically, this should just continue my stream normally. So will it? Will it continue my stream? I'm going to restart my thing. And if the timer resets, that means it failed. That means I failed. The timer restarted. I failed. I'm a failure. Did I get another notification? I'm about to. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. If I go to my content, am I going to see the old stream as a video? I bet I am. There it is. There it fucking is. No. Twitch, why? Twitch, why? I turned on your disconnect. I just turned it off, by the way. By highlighting the word disconnect and disconnect protection, it shifted off. It says it requires the use of a major encoder to work properly. What does that mean? Also, it says shows an image, but it doesn't actually let me define the image. So I need an update from you guys. Are you seeing me again? How is the experience? Was it seamless? Did something pop up? Did anything appear? I don't know. It would be so nice to have this during Meta Monday, though. Okay, is this working? Is this correct? It looks correct. Okay. Everything is okay now. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. I just don't want to send another notification. That's all I want. And then I want the VODs to be together. I love having VODs all beautifully lined up in my history on Twitch. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. How's my compilation going, by the way? Oh, I have errors. Ooh, for my Godot compilation. Error CND init in Stifu not found. Jesus, these are unrecoverable errors that are not fixable. What the hell does that mean? What do any of these mean? But thank you for the update, Tony. Wow. That is annoying. Now, apparently my pre-roll is still set to 17 minutes. That's probably just because that's how it is. There's not like a way I could. Like, which was a way to just send an ad to give me time to restart. Twitch disconnect protection not working. Here we go. Like, what does this say? It's simple. Toggle on the preference. I did. It may not work for unsupported encoders. Okay, Twitch, what are the encoders? You've told me 3 times now it only works with certain encoders, but you won't tell me which encoders those are. Okay, here's a link to a supported encoder. Let's see. OBS Studio. I'm using OBS Studio. So, okay. I ended my stream with disconnect protection to see my stream online. What do I do? If you have ended your stream normally, but status to keep it online, visit stream settings, toggle disconnection protection off, then on again. Oh, okay. So you can't update it while you're streaming, apparently. But, yeah. Because they don't connect, they reconnect for 90 seconds. If we don't reconnect, the stream will end as normal. But Twitch, I disconnect. You know what? I'm gonna test it again. I'm gonna test it again right now. Because what I really want is just one seamless experience for the VOD. Right? Settings, video producer. I wonder if it fixes itself after I'm done. I don't know. Sorry I'm so stuck on this, you guys. I apologize. That is frustrating. I really want to test it again, though. I really want to. My stream isn't even loading right now. Is chat saying reconnect again? No ways this is all happening again. Okay, there's that. It says connecting the chat. So is Twitch still is chat broken again? If I do A, I can't even send the chat because it says connecting the chat. How many other people are talking right now and they can't even talk because it's connecting the chat? Twitch, why? Twitch, why? Also, it says ad starting in 1 minute. So I actually didn't get to. It really did restart my whole stream, didn't it? Oof. And now that I've toggled it on and off, is it not going to properly retest again when I test this a second time? Ugh. I don't know. Now the ad's happening. Let's dismiss. Snooze for 5 minutes. Okay. Like, that's unfair, Twitch. That's so unfair. Nothing works. Everything is suffering. We were supposed to make Godot not suck today, but instead we're making Twitch not suck today. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's delete this. Yes. Whew. Let's write some code while I'm waiting for things to work. How's this going? Oh, it still failed. What even are these errors? Are these things I can control or not? Like, goddamn. Let me just get rid of all this and just do DirectX D12, yes. I don't know if 4.3 supports that at this point. It doesn't. So, what the hell? Is it because I don't have Visual Studio? But how are you even compiling up to 25% without the Visual Studio to begin with? Who knows? Who knows, man? It's still connecting the chat. Twitch is like this is a directed attack on me and specifically me. Nothing works. Everything is suffering. Yep, smells like the dev work. Oh, hey Triangle. I see your message once I refreshed, but I think it's. I'm still connecting the chat now, so. And at least you can see the stream, I presume. I presume you can see the stream. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Wow. I can't even compile this Godot for some reason. Why not? What happens if I copy this thing? This thing is not found. Okay, what about that? Oh, it doesn't appear. All right, awesome. Awesome. And this is for Godot. All right, here's an error for this on GitHub. And they're saying any update using the preview version of VS 2022. If you need a solution, I say you use this stable version of VS 2022. Okay. I'd also recommend cleaning all build artifacts with clean. That probably makes sense. That's probably why I'm having this issue. Clean. I will show Infinimul on this stream though, no matter what it takes. For you, Tony. For you. So while that's cleaning, let's go ahead and do some code for Godot. Let's see. So if I want to do the, what do I do first? Do I do plus button or do the, let me do the plus button because that's gonna be easier and make me feel better once I have that done. So this is the scene for the custom dialogue I added to Godot. And so I want to add a plus button right here, right? So, God, and I lost my thing again. Okay, so I need to change this label to an HBox. And then put that right there, and then have the HBox do the whole thing, I guess. I guess it's already set to that. So we'll put some padding in between this label and the buttons. So control, we'll name that padding. We'll go ahead and toggle on the stretch. And then where are my buttons at? So there's all these different buttons for Godot, right? Which one do we use? Check, color pick, menu, option. I don't know. Texture button, maybe. I do want to use a texture, but I want like an icon. Do you think there's like a built-in plus? Can I use this plus icon right here, basically? Okay, that's done doing that. Let me rebuild. I guess I can try, because I assume that's what that is. Let's see. Ignore texture size, stretch textures. Normal. Can I access the textures from the Godot theme? Godot theme textures for button. Or do I have to make my own plus button, which is gonna be really annoying, and I really don't want to do. I think I have to do that. I think that's the option. Oh my God, Godot, just give me access to your theme buttons. Why? I just want your theme. I mean, there's probably a way I could do it in the code where I load the Godot theme, which I know I can do, and then I extract the texture that way somehow. Let me refresh chat to see how chat's doing. Connecting the chat still. Yeah, let's just take forever to load. See if I care. I don't. I promise. I promise. I care a little. I care a lot. Chat. Work. Chat, please. Okay. I can't even see my stream in the stream manager right now. Twitch. Come on, Twitch. Come on, Twitch. Come on, Twitch. Twitch. What are you doing, Twitch? What is with Twitch these past couple days? There was this, and there was also the chat breaking for the other thing. I just gotta focus on what I'm doing. I'm just gonna assume you guys are there and hanging out, and I'll move forward with what must be done. I don't want to move forward with what must be done. No, it's hard. How do I get this plus button? How to get plus icon from Godot theme. Improve your UI. Okay, here's some Google AI bullshit that's not going to work. GUI get icon add. That's definitely not going to work, dude. I'm sorry. Okay, well, first of all, let me just go into the code for this. So this is going to be managed. I'm going to call this add. And we need a lot of these, honestly, because we need one for all the actions available for when you add a resource. So that's going to be, if I go to here and go to add element. Oh, I actually don't want this. No. Set that. Do I have an example for this that I can use that's not events? I don't think I do. I have to set events back. Wait, I do, because I can go to something else that isn't the trigger box. I can go to my functions on level construction. So when I click add element, here are all my fucking things. But then I also have these quick load and load buttons on top of adding something new. So I need those three: new, quick load, and load. And then once I do have something, I also need additional ones for edit, clear, save as. I guess clear would be delete. I don't need edit because you're already editing it whenever you select it. I need make unique and make unique recursive, which I hope I can do with GDScript in the editor. I hope and I pray I can make unique that way. And then save and save as also makes sense. That could be like a context menu. So I guess I'll focus on plus and then load and quick load. So let me add those three. Add quick load and load. My God, Twitch, the error playing the player. Twitch, what are you doing? Twitch. If I had a YouTube double stream right now, you could just go to the YouTube. But YouTube API sucks, and I can't do my fun Twitch API interface with that. Okay. It doesn't say connecting the chat anymore, so that's good. That is good. But everything else is suffering. Everything else is suffering so bad. For the plugin, since I'm making it with, I'm eventually gonna make it open source. I'm writing it in GDScript instead of Hacked, even though I really wish I had Hacks right now. Hacks would make this so much nicer and cleaner. But whatever. Let's see. Oh, there it is. I'm back. At least from my end, I am. And the chat still seems to be working okay, so that's... Oh, I didn't mean to click pop out chat. Fuck, dude. Fuck. I had so many goobers today, too. All my goober collection is gone. You hate to see it. Okay. Well then. Should I test my bits thing while no one's here? Let me test that real fast. What's the cleanest? I think message effect will be the most subtle. A. If I do that, will I appear, first of all, in the Twitch interface? I don't. Or do I? No, I don't. But can we have to do this first to make myself appear? I'm not appearing at all. I will say, we'll notice that triangles message didn't appear during the Twitch hiccup. But does that mean everything broke again? It means everything broke again. Okay, this is not going to be chat. There's going to be no goobers. You'll just have to type and I'm going to react to you, and there's not going to be appearing in the Twitch interface. Twitch, come on, man. Do I restart? Do I try restarting it and see if the disconnect protection works? I should do it. I should start when the ad happens, I think I'm going to go ahead and restart and see if that continues the session. Because this stream is just fucked, right? But we might as well use it for science. You understand? Anyone who still can hear me? I'm going to do it for science. We're going to science it up. But before that, here's where I'm using the interface, the theme to get a theme color. And I know there's like root, get theme icon or texture. Here it is, icon. There should be a texture here too, but I'll look for icon. But like, where do I find these theme icon names? Because the documentation doesn't tell you. And I want to scream when it doesn't tell me anything. So from the theme, it has an icon with specified name and theme type. But where do I get these names? Where the hell do I get these names from? Godot list of get theme icon. Is there a place I can get all the default node icons? Oh, here we go. In addition to this guy's comment, you need icons from the editor for a plugin or something. Note that you can access them all out of the box by grabbing the root node of the editor and fetching the icon now since from the editor's root themes. Okay, thank you for that, Redditor. Thank you for that. But how the fuck do I know what the names are? How do I know what the fucking names of the icons are? Thank you for telling me that I can get them, but that doesn't help me at all. It doesn't help me in the slightest. Thank you for the A's, everyone. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, the Twitch interface isn't working, but I'll restart it right now. Let's restart stream again. Why? Who cares? Who cares? Let's see if disconnect protection actually works. So if I hit stop stream, which I'll do in 3, 2, 1, the triangle says no! Let's restart triangle. And then I go back to Twitch. And then since I've started streaming, it should continue to stream, but it won't. And here's why. Also, the Twitch thing is taking forever to load. Okay, there we go. Here's why this won't work. Wait! Oh! Yo, the timer's still going. If I refresh, is the timer still stay at 18? Timer. Will you stay at 18? No, it went back to 22. So there's 2 theories, right? There's 3. Number 1, disconnect protection doesn't work. Number 2, disconnect protection does work, but it only works when I don't restart OBS. Because it's talking about having support with major encoders. That means doing something with the encoder itself that makes it so I can't restart OBS when I like shut down and restart again. That's second theory. Third theory is this is disconnect protection working. Which is that it did the stream crash? Oh hey, well at least you're in here now. The stream did not crash. Did it say that I was disconnected for a second? Like, was there any sort of thing that showed the disconnect protection sort of like interface? Because it says it should be that I'm coming back soon, but it doesn't. It doesn't seem to do that. It just seems to act as if the stream ended and then it restarts. Now it says you've been streaming for 1 minute. Right, bread monsters? Bread, like, what the fuck is... Disconnect protection does not seem to work the way you would expect it to. Because it seems to imply that in the event your stream is disconnected, your primary stream fails, automatically display temporary visual for viewers for 90 seconds while you troubleshoot and reconnect. This should allow me to restart, but it doesn't. Now, to be fair, that previous stream, I disconnected. I like turned off disconnect protection in the middle of the stream. So the real test is if I disconnect right now, will it work? Hey, Bread. Hey, Triangle. Hey, Tony. Let's test it again. At the very least, it isn't sending me notifications that I'm resending stream. So thankfully that isn't happening. I think. If it is happening, let me know. But I'm gonna reconnect stream again. No, I despawned again. Oh, well. Bye-bye, everyone. Not again. Not again. Welp rip. Do they not see me explaining my process? I don't know. Okay, so now back again, the session says it's continuing, but it isn't really. It isn't really, because when I refresh, it's going to say the timer. Yep, Brett, I'm back. See, the session's now at 0. It's not... reconnect. Reconnect. And then, okay, here's theory 4, right? Here's the 4th. Am I streaming? What's going on, Twitch? It says my session's just stuck at 000. Stop. You can't stop me, bread. You can never stop me, bread. It says I'm just offline now, though. Did I piss Twitch off? What I should be doing is opening this in a separate browser to see what the user experience is like. Okay, apparently I've been on for a minute. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's fascinating. Why do I have 7 fucking viewers? Oh, it went down to 3. I was gonna say, people are getting re-notified for this and they're coming back. I'm gonna be so mad. But it should have a disconnect screen. That's what Twitch is promising me, and it doesn't do it. That is so fucking infuriating. That is unfucking believable. Okay. Back to the theme icon hell. Here we go. Oh my god, an actual helpful comment. Thank you to Kalino. Is that how you pronounce it? Where they gave me a GitHub link, an engine icons SVG. So, engine... Wait. They're saying it's an engine? There's engine / splash screen, but there is no engine icons thing right here. Oh my god, it's an out-of-date comment. No. No. What? Engine / icon / SVG? It's not there anymore. The icons are no longer in this repository. They can be found here. Okay. They're in the actual Godot repository. Where are you reading in chat? I don't see anyone. Am I going crazy? Where are you reading in chat? I'm reading you, Bread. What? Do you not? We are interacting. We are talking. We are vibing. I just now found the directory with all the engine icons. The issue is you saying different things. Am I? I didn't say anything else. You said, what? Not again, Rip? Welp, Rip, your backs. You said stop. I was responding to stop. Okay, maybe you're confused because I'm talking about the things I'm responding to on this Reddit page for the engine icons, because I want to reuse the engine icons for my Godot plugin that I'm developing on the stream right now. Like, is there just a plus icon I can use? Nope. Is there an add icon I can use? There's a bunch of messages that say add, but is there actually tool add node? Is this the plus? I can't tell. It looks like a plus, but not really. This is so horrible to work through. Oh, Reddit page. Yep, I'm going crazy. I feel like this. Sorry, I may have talked about things when I was off stream, but thank you for trying to keep up. Now, there was also an add.svg. This might be the one I'm looking for. Yes. So if I go back to this and I do get theme icon add, and then what's the theme type? It should be editor icons if that other thing was to be believed. So let me type in editor icons. This will give me a texture. And then here I'm going to export var add button, which is a texture button. Let's export var, what is it? Load button. It's going to be a texture button. And then finally, export var quick load button, which is going to be a texture button. Excuse me. And then if I go to add button dot texture, I can assign it to the texture from the editor, which will give me the ability. Yeah, sorry about all the restarts, guys. I just have to know this information now. Like, once the stream is already fucked, I might as well use that opportunity to experiment. So let's go back here. Let's go back to 3D. Let's go ahead and test whether the icon works. So click this, and everything broke. Okay, awesome. Invalid assignment of property or key texture with value of type image texture on an object with base nil. I know why this happened. Let's fix it. I need to go to this and assign the exports. I always forget this. Add, load, quick load. It's gonna be an add. I guess we have to start the ad because of the pre-roll timer. Hey, Twitch, you could have proper ad tracking. No, fuck you, Twitch. We're snoozing. I don't give a shit. Fuck you, Twitch. Dismiss. No, I don't care. They get whoever comes can have their pre-roll ads. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Let's see. This should work now. If I go here, not triggerable events, It's still gonna break. What is it this time, Godot? Invalid assignment of property key texture with value of type image texture on invalid assignment of property key on object type texture button. So I'm guessing texture doesn't actually exist. Is that the issue? Maybe. What do you mean there's no texture? How is that possible? I know there's a texture. No ads. I'm a lucky bread. Yep. Here it is. There's textures, and then you have all these combinations. So what I actually wants texture underscore normal. This is a typed value, by the way. Thanks, Godot, for actually for not having typing for some reason. I thought typing was done. Why is this not typed? Why am I able to do not real fields on a typed variable? Who knows? Let's go back here. There it is. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's so good. Do you see that? There's the plus button I was looking for. And it just looks like the plus button that I wanted from here, over here. So the question is now, how come this plus button has this, like hover effect? Is that a separate icon? There's no way they make a separate icon as just the hover for this. So I wonder if this is not a texture button, but rather a tool button. So if I change type to tool button, that's not the name of it. Button, menu button? No, option button? Option button is the type of button that brings down a drop down. No, link button? What type of button is this? Is this a normal button? Contains a text and an icon. I think this might just be a text button, actually. Let me refresh that, set that to button, and then set icon here instead of this. So icon, yeah. And then let me do this, and something broke. Okay, cool. What? Invalid assignment of icon of image texture of object of type null instance. Do I have to reassign it? I bet I do. Yeah, set it to add. Go back here. Click this. And there it is. Oh, it has a hover effect and everything. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, okay. We have the add button. Now for the other two icons. So, let's go and look at what those will look like. Let's go back up here to on-level construction. I need to fix the way the Godot engine flies around when I'm clicking things. Is that easy to track? I feel like I could track it, no problem. I feel like for other people, this might be a bit chaotic. These are just gonna be these folder icons right here. So, that's going to be open, maybe open icon, but they can't have the same icon because they're only done without text, unless I just add text, which is totally a possibility. Also, I should just add these icons directly here. Like, can I just go to icon? No, I can't. There's no way. I can give it a name. So like, add, and then if I go back here, this say add with a plus, which I like. I like that a lot. Let's keep that. Hey, Moonside Princess, you missed all the chaos when you were gone. I was restarting stream over and over and over again. Oh my goodness. And it didn't even do disconnect protection. Do you have experience with disconnect protection? Because it doesn't seem to work for me. But I might just have the wrong expectations for how it should work. Like, disconnect protection in my head should mean that when I disconnect stream and I come back, the session should, like, keep its time. Like, if I'm streaming for 10 minutes, it should still say 10 minutes when I restart the stream, right? But it doesn't seem to do that, and I don't know why. I have it enabled, but I don't know how to use it. It should just be used automatically according to the Twitch description. I don't know. And also, Twitch was fucky today, so I don't know if it's just, like, Twitch doesn't work properly today, or I don't know what. It frustrates me. Because they want all my I don't want to have like 20 different VODs when this gets like VODified. I just want there to be one VOD. So I can make one thumbnail. You know? I don't know. Let me convert all these to buttons. Change type button. Which I don't think many people are watching the VODs, but I want to upload all the VODs onto YouTube eventually. And so like, Oh, okay. Bum, 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 bum. Add quick load load. Okay, so we're gonna call this quick load, and then we'll call this one load. And then I'll also assign these. Well, first I gotta switch the code, switch these all to button, save that, go back here, assign these again, quick load. No, this is just load. Load, and then quick load. These need to be switched around like that. I gotta keep working on my game, but I feel burnt out. Yeah, I mean, the whole start of this stream is about how I get burnt out and fail game projects, so I can't really blame you. I feel that a lot. But I don't know. I'm doing it on stream helps keep me motivated, because if I didn't have this stream, I 150% would have given up on Super Pixel Guy by this point. But you guys keep me what's the word, accountable for my actions. Okay. But yeah. But you can do it, Moonside. I believe in you. If you give up on your game, I'll hold you accountable. I'll say, Moonside, how could you? I'll grab you and I'll shake you and be like, Moonside, you fuck. How could you do this to me? I would... I'd give you a massage like that rage emote is. Like, Moonside! And I would scream and say, how dare you? And so therefore, you must stay motivated. Am I very motivatable? Have I motivated you inside? Not the note emote. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Where is this? Where is this script, right? Okay, open this back up. Let's assign more icons. Hooray. I'm going to make a flying guess and assume that these are called open. But that's probably wrong. Okay, I'm gonna look at the GitHub page. Close that, close that. Let me go ahead and put a note here so I don't forget this link later. That's the link to all the icons. Is there an open icon? No, there isn't. Is there a load icon? That would make more sense. There is. These should be load, probably. Let's set this to load. Let's go back to this tab and let's go ahead and open it. And they're all being assigned to the same thing because I'm an idiot. This should be load button and this should be quick load button. Okay, and now this will work. There we go. Hey guys, look at that. That's actually not bad looking. The add, load, and quick load. That's kind of hype. I like that a lot. The next question is photogenic. Are you still suffering? Went with a dog on a walk. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm suffering on the inside, but I'm hiding my pain. That Twitch would not let disconnect protection work with me. Twitch, how could you? How could you? Like, do I have to set a setting in OBS for disconnect protection? I don't understand. Like, everyone just says, no, just hit the checkbox. And then I do, and blah, 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 blah. And there's people talking about, and then there's like a little section in disconnect protection that says, hey, if your stream is still has the disconnect protection turned on when you try to end stream, just turn off the feature and turn it back on. And it's like, okay, well, great. But then how come people are having trouble where the disconnect protection will keep them on even when they don't want to be? Meanwhile, I can't even get it turned on in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I am saying? Twitch disconnect protection OBS. I feel like it'd say that you need to turn on a setting if you needed to turn on a setting. And it doesn't say you need to turn on a setting, so I don't expect it to. Do you think these buttons can be positioned better? Because right now it makes it seem like they're just going to add to whatever, below whatever I'm selected. But maybe I should have an add thing right here that has these buttons. Maybe. How would that look like? I mean, I guess we can find out, right? Because I like that in RPG Maker where to add a new element, you come to the bottom and you double click on this empty space and it selects the most, the bottommost item. And then that makes things feel way nicer in my opinion. So if I had a bottom item right here, I had a plus, add, load, and quick load right here, I think that'd look really professional and nice. Let me see if I can do that. I love this song so much. I believe this is Moonside's favorite songs too, maybe? It's as though someone used to like go off whenever the song goes, like, yeah, the Yoshi song. I really did play this game too, Yoshi's Island, fuck. All right, y'all are getting an ad. I'm sorry, I can't stop it. Sorry, Bread. Sorry, Invoke. Damn, it feels like so many people got subscriptions and yet still, they're still, I don't know. I'm sorry you all couldn't get your subscription sooner. Or later, because I guess that'd be when you'd get it. I don't know. Okay, focus. What are we doing here? So I added the icons. I want to try if I can see if I can add an icon to an item. So items are added here. On open, if entry's root is set to null, we create it. Now let's do the add item. Add item, tree item. And let's go ahead and add that to the bottom. So add item equals entry's root. Is it this? No, it's entry's tree create item root, like that. So we'll set text. Well, what do we really want to do here? Can we set button? But is it only one button we can set? Can I not add more buttons to the tree item? Go add buttons to tree item. No, I can't add a texture button to a tree. The tree kind of acts like a simple design to manage tree items. Some controls. You can use add a button, with a texture and stuff, and a text, maybe? No, it's just a texture, no text. Okay. But I want to add multiple icon buttons. Is that possible? I mean, I'm sure anything's possible. I'm sure I could just add controls directly below the tree, but I'm not sure how good that would look. Let me look at this again. Like, there's definitely UIs in Godot that have like a plus button down here. So, I don't know. Like, what I'm thinking of is the original sort of design. Like over here, you literally have add element at the bottom right here. This is what I want. This is the kind of like interface that I want. That feels really good. So how do I transfer that to over here? And the thing is, for trees, Godot doesn't really have that. Trees, like for example with the node interface right here, use these icon buttons on the top anyway. So what I'm looking for kind of isn't the standard for Godot, as much as I want it to be. So the next question is, could I have the tree like dynamically size itself? No, because it's a scroll container. So it eventually needs a maximum. And then either whatever it's infinite to scroll with it too. So fuck it. We're not going to worry about it too much. I think I can do like a single add down here with an item that has a single button. And that will have a pop-up that does things. But besides that, it, I don't think I do much else. Tragically. Let's go ahead and create that. Add item, set button, set custom as button? What the fuck does that mean? Makes a cell with cell mode custom display as a non-flat button with a style box. What the fuck? Set, wait, button, set tool. Okay, we have all these button features. Clear buttons. See, here it says clear buttons, implying I could have multiple buttons, but I can't. I can only add one button. Then there's, wait, right here, add button. Oh shit. And then can I add them to the same column? Like, what, I add this to column 0 and then give it the button texture. So this will be this. How do I get this again? I have to do all this shit. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that and then put that in here. So what's up with that? That will add one button and then that'll have ID disabled tooltip text. How do I make it so the button actually reacts to something though? Because it returns void. So I think that's some sort of signal maybe. Button, let's see, signal. No, it isn't. Is that a signal on the tree maybe? Editor tree. This is the tree itself. So self button. No. What? No, this isn't the tree. The tree is... Where's the tree? Here it is. Entries tree. So entries tree dot button. Button clicked. Here it is. So this can be connected to something func. And then what are the arguments for this one? So surely it tells me it tells me the item, column, and ID. So item, column, ID, and then some fourth thing. Mouse button index. Oh, that's perfect. So that's actually all the information I need. So if mouse button index equals, I'm assuming 0 is for left, then I can print item and then ID. Okay, and let's add another one then. So, and we'll see how this looks, because my concern is there's no text. So I have the same issue where I can't distinguish between what the quick load button is and what the load button is. So actually we should do these IDs right here just to be explicit. 0, 1, 2, and then close that. And then there we go. We have the first item is this. And it's also selectable, which is not what we want, but that's going to be okay, I guess. Maybe all these items should have these. No, that'd be way too complicated. Is there a way I could center the text for this item specifically so you can know that's a bit different? Like, can I do add item, text alignment? Oh, here it is, yeah. Set text alignment for column 0. Can I just do horizontal alignment center? And there. And now it should align to the center. So let's go ahead and reopen, and there's no text here, of course. God damn it. I need to add the text. Dot set text 0. Add what? So for this, it's going to say add element. So let's just call it add element. Add element. I should probably have a translate wrapper for these two. Is that just TR? TR maybe? Yeah, TR. And that should translate it to whatever add element is for the other languages. Do I have any other hard-coded strings I have like that? I do. But that should also be automatically translated, so I shouldn't worry that too much about, because it's set up in the node editor rather than in code. So let's go ahead and run that. Add element. Here it is. And then that kind of looks like a button on its own, but it isn't. And that's what's so infuriating. But maybe I could set it with a double click. Oh no, my internet went out for a sec for some reason. Yeah, Tony, there's something going on with, it might not be your internet, it might just be Twitch. Twitch is fucky today. Like I can double click this to make it do something. I can probably get pop up another dialog that says add, load, or quick load. And I can also make it selected when you click in the empty space. Ooh, this song is going kind of cool. Ooh, what is this? This is the that one game that I've never played, but apparently is good. But it seems like one of those games that people say is good, but it's actually not that good. But maybe it is, could be good. So nice input, me. Thank you. Okay. So let's remove these buttons from add elements because I don't need any of this. Delete that. Expand this again. I think I just want to be able to double click it. So let me go to entry tree dot item double clicked is what I want. No, not that. Item activated. Item edited is maybe what I want. Can I get a description on this, kiddo? No? Okay, thank you. So selected and activated are two different. I think I'm looking for activated. So connect, and then func, and then what is the activated stuff? Double clicked. So you don't get any parameters because it just assumes you know it's going to be the selected one. Okay, so then print entries. Well, this is, okay, whatever. Entries tree dot get selected. Okay, so that's going to work there, but I also need to do this for the empty space. So entries tree dot, here we go. Button, no. Do I just type empty? Empty clicked. Is there an empty double click though? I could have sworn there was an empty double click, but I could be incorrect on Click position and mouse button index. I guess there isn't. Oh no, come on. Give me an empty double click, please. Let's see. Like an empty double click would be so nice. Empty click, okay. Item double click, nothing selected. Admitted when a left mouse button clicks does not select any item. Okay. There's no double click for empty, which sucks, but it is what it is. I just wish I fill that whole space with the button that says, hey, click here to add a new element. But it's not that easy, huh? Okay. Here's what I can do, though. Here's what I can do. Which is, instead of having these on the top, let's just put them on the bottom. And that way it'll indicate that when you click one of these, it's adding it to the bottom of the list, and not just wherever you choose it. I think that'd be pretty consistent for what I want. So let's go ahead and duplicate this. Duplicate, put it at the bottom of this, remove these two. I guess we can keep, no, we'll do that, and then I want it to be centered. Is that possible? There we are, centered. Okay, cool. And then I'll do the opposite over here, where I'll do these, this, and then that's good. This is going to be top container. This is going to be bottom container. And then I'm going to go ahead and reassign these because nothing can ever be tracked for anything. Quick load. Okay, let's see how this looks. That's okay. I don't like how unbalanced this is. Yeah, I don't know. Because there's this right here, which I don't like. And it could also be the spacing right here looks off too. Let me go ahead and add more space there. This should be like 12-ish. What did I set this to? This should, okay, that's also 12, so this should be correct. Yeah, it looks a little better, but it's not great. I hate this. I hate this right here. Like these would just look so much better up here. You know what I should do maybe is show the root node and put these on the root. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna put them back up there. They look really nice up there. And so I think that's what matters most of all. And then I'll just have them add to the bottom. And I don't care. That's how I want to do it. Let's move these back up here. Add the spacing again. Padding. Expand. Get rid of this. Okay, and then let's go back here. And yeah, that just looks so much better up there. That looks way fucking better up there. Oh my god, that looks so nice. Okay, let's add some behavior to these. I think what I'll do is I'll try and here's another interesting question. There's a lot of repetition with these names because they use just the resource class names. I wonder if there's a way I should make it so they name themselves. That's a problem for future me though. I think that's way overscoping it. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and add the add dialog, which is going to be a bit of work because that's a whole new dialog that's going to list all of the possible sub-elements of a resource type. Do I have access to this resource type? That's an important question I first need to figure out because I'm not sure I do. I use get array type string, and then I can't, because I can get the array get type script or the get type class name. Why there's not one function to do all of these, who knows? But yeah, I need to use a bathroom actually. Can you give me a second? I'll be right back. Ah, okay. Oh, I feel so refreshed now. I feel like a new individual. Oh, I'm really excited to eat food after stream. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. There's like hot dogs in the fridge, but like, I don't have buns for them. So I don't want to eat them as much as I want to eat them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So let's get this dialogue done. So in this dialogue, let's do another dialogue. Create new script. I'm gonna call it Super Inspector add dialogue. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then or I could make this like a thing. No, I'll make it another dialogue because I love dialogues. I love the dialogues tool. And then what did I call this? This is the Super Inspect dialogue. So I'm gonna call this the Super Inspector add dialogue. Extends window, and then this is. I should probably just make another scene for this, right? That'd make it easier for myself. Great new scene. Super Inspector add dialogue. Make it a user interface. Okay. Let's convert this to window. Then we'll add the script. Holy shit. Let's load it. We added the script. Okay, now it says window. Windows. We're gonna Windows. Okay, and then we need panel, margin, and name. Okay, let's just add this whole thing, honestly. Add dialogue. Boom. And then we gotta make this. We have to set the size of this to something better. Like 400 by 780 maybe, because it needs to be long. It needs to be long. I would definitely want a search bar in this. That'd be really nice for my uses as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we have the contents container. That's not necessary. This is unnecessary. We just need this. And then we need another tree, but we don't need that tree. So we can delete that. Delete that. Label. These buttons we don't really need. How does this work? It has a label, then has a search bar. So I guess I'll just we'll delete that. And then we'll do a search bar. So input. Input. Nope. I want a text input. Nope. That's not what I want. I want an input. My God. What is the thing? Is it line? Line input maybe? What the fuck is it? Here it is. Line edit. God damn. They will not call anything normal. And then can I give this like a little icon like this one has? Like I like this search icon. Icon. Right icon. There it is. Okay, cool. I can do that in the code. Let's call this search. Let's call it what it is. It's search. And then okay, what's next? Let's go ahead and do do I do a list here or do I do a tree? Because you have the list node, item list, a vertical list of selectable items with one or more columns. But the tree has never done me wrong. I feel like there's fucked up shit with item list. But let's try it again. I always do this. I always fucking like, let's try item list again, and then it never works out. But surely this time is the appropriate time for item list. And then at the bottom of this, let's add our button container. So that's going to be a HBox button container. Butt container, more like. Am I right? I'm sorry, I can't hold it in. Let's add some control padding. Let's add left padding, and let's go ahead and make that this big. And then a little button. Button. And this is going to be okay. And then we're going to have a cancel button. So this will be the okay button. And then we'll duplicate that and call cancel. And I'll make this cancel right here. And then this is not looking good for some reason. I don't know why. There's some error output or not. What's going on here? We have the item list. Then we have this. Why is the item list pushing this out is what I want to know. Because this is set to expand.
but it should expand with still allowing space for these. So I don't really get it. And if I do that, that's fine, maybe? Oh, because I put them inside the padding. Why did I do that? That was weird. Okay, so okay and cancel. Or it should be like select. I don't know. Okay is from like RPG Maker, but I'm not even sure if that's how consistent it is with things inside this. Where can I find a dialogue? That's not a dialogue. I need something that opens a dialogue. I know Blender does. Can I find a Blender file? Circle.blend. This is going to open this dialogue right here, which has re-import and close. Okay, so it has an action and then it has a close. And then these are also, note, like spread out. Like they're not next to each other. So let's copy that sort of style. Where's my other thing? I have the dialogue. Where's this? Add dialogue. Add dialogue. 2D. I feel like I missed what this plugin is actually going to do. Oh, it's all good, Invoke. I can explain it again. This gave me a... Wait, this is the... Wow, where happened to my... Add dialogue. Wait, that's the GD script. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. I want to go in here. Add dialogue scene. Okay, just close all these things. So, Invoke. Here's my issue. Here's my problem statement. Well, first, let me add these out nicely. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but middle, padding, and then right. That looks way nicer, actually. And then instead of okay, I'm going to do select. Or should it be create? Well, if you have create, then it looks kind of similar to cancel. So I guess I'll do add. Add? Okay, so here's the problem, Invoke. Is... Oh, I just closed the scenes I needed to be open. Scenes. Level 1. Go ahead and add that. Put that right there. Actually, let's do level... Let's not do any of these levels, because I'm used to doing it in the lab. Level 1 for the lab. Yeah, please take all the time for loading. So I have all these elements in my world, right? And you use RPG Maker, so you know what an RPG Maker event is. It's like a way of coding things, but they're called events. It's kind of like they call it drag and drop, but in RPG Maker, you don't really drag and drop them. You just kind of double click and it opens a dialog for you to select them. But I mean, kind of drag and drop them, but it looks like shit. So I have that kind of system I made for my game so that I can control how things happen without having to reprogram every individual thing. So, for example, there is this, this trigger box right here that when you jump into it, it makes the spikes come down. So that is going to be trigger box spikes on, which is going to have a box, not here. Where is it? Enable, go back spike trigger. Where is it? Where the hell is my spikes area? No, trigger box, secret laser. Oh my god, which one of these is it? Okay, let me turn off the shader real fast so I can look for it. Oh my god, there's so many. There's so many. What? Oh my goodness, what have I done? Okay. What triggers it? Spikes, go. Okay, whatever. There's another trigger box here that makes spikes appear. No, that's a bad example. I need a better example than this. Laser, door 1 stuff. It's under door 1 stuff, probably. Trigger spikes, here it is. So see these dots? These represent a rectangle. That is the trigger box. That when the player enters this by jumping, it's going to trigger these events that I've given it right here. So if we open these events, wait a second, let me go ahead and switch this over. Oh frick. Export, save, and that's going to change these a little bit. And go and save. So so these events are an array of events, and we have 3 simple events here. We wait for a second, so we wait for 20 frames. Hey, Shrill Duck, by the way, we move the spikes down, and then we play this audio. And this is a pretty simple execution of these events. Just 3 things. But even when they're all open, they're really hard to maneuver and use. And so I want to replace this interface with something a bit better. Because 3 is okay. But then what happens when we go over to, I don't know, area 2 and we trigger the boulder to move. Now we're stuck with, oh wait, what's this? 10 events. And then if they're all open, oh my god, it's hell dealing with this. Especially when I'm trying to drag things in and it's a nightmare. So I'm creating a plugin that lets you do, instead of export right here, you do export custom with Super Array Inspector as the name. And what this does, instead of using, did I fuck something up? Okay, there we go. Instead of having this array here, did I just delete all of them by switching it over? Oh, fuck. Hello? I think I accidentally deleted all my events in the process of showing off this. Oh no! Oh no! Where is it? Super Pixel Guy 3D. I'm going to reset my... Oh, how many things have I added recently? Why are there so many... What are all of these? Why are these all removed from this commit? What the hell? I'm going to reset this change from GitHub. It's going to ask me to reload. Reload from disk. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, we're back. So, so here are the events. Here they are. There's 10 of them. We have this interface, which is all clustered here, by the way, and it's really hard to maneuver, versus something like this, where instead of... Let me click on something else before I change this. I can use my export custom metadata right here, which might be hard to see because Godot is so claustrophobic. And now my plugin will switch this array to a separate dialog that opens up, where I can click through all of my events right here, and they all open up in this big-ass page I can modify them on, and it's really nice. So, yes, that is the plugin. It's called Super Array Inspector, and you can use it for any array of things in Godot. And I'm going to release it open source. It's going to be amazing. It's going to get like 12 thumbs up on Reddit, and it's going to be the best time of my life. The end. And so, right now, I'm trying to make it so when I click this add button right here, it opens up a separate dialog that lets you select from all the options for whatever resource type you're using for this array you're modifying. And so, yes, that is what's happening this stream. We kind of got sidetracked with all the chaos of trying to learn how Twitch doesn't work, but we are back and ready to go, baby. Hooray! Anyway, here's the dialogue. Here's what it looks like so far. I need to add the elements in here. And there's also going to be a search bar. I don't think I need this entries label. I'm going to turn that off for now. Alright, no, I'll add like... Select type, I guess. Select resource. I guess we'll just select type for now. Now, this hypothetically should work with any object type in Godot, but mainly this only really exists for resources, and I think I might have to set it so it's only for resources explicitly. Because right now, I don't know how this would even work if you have a list of nodes. Because you don't have the properties of the nodes. Do you maybe? No, because you click on the node, and it takes you to something else. It takes you to where the node is in the world. So I don't think this would be applicable to that. Maybe it would be, I don't know. But you want also like see the node in the world. So you wouldn't want a sub-dialog for showing that node, I think. This is mainly for editing resources. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's add the script here. Is this the right script? Yes. So I'm going to need access to a couple things. I need to set the background. So Stylebox flat needs to be exported. And then in the ready, I have to go ahead and set that because for some fucking reason, the base back color of a dialogue isn't set to what it usually is for literally every other dialogue in Godot. No, despite the fact that your plugin inherits the theme of Godot's theme, it doesn't inherit the background color for some reason. We have to use the this function here to get that specific dark color from the Godot editor theme and assign it to your container for some reason. It's really weird. Next, here's what I do. Next question is, do I just have add dialogue already created every time I create this dialogue? I don't think I do. I think instead I have it so var add dialogue is defaults to null, and then I'll create it when I need it. So we'll just keep. Well, I'll organize the code later. So right now I'll just do add button rest connect func. We'll do if add dialogue equals null. Add dialogue equals, we have to get a reference to the instance. So I'll do that here. That would be, what is it? That'd be const add dialogue equals, and we're going to preload wherever it may be. Here it is. So this. Let's go ahead and preload that. Boop. Bop. A bizzity wop. Add a dialogue equals add dialogue instantiate. And that's going to be an instance of as super inspector. Actually, I don't need to cast this because we're assigning it to this already typed variable. Add dialogue is that, and then what else? I guess we need to set it up. So add dialogue setup. Let's first add it as a child, so ready's called add dialogue here. And then the setup will be underneath this because it always happens every single time. Do I have the information to how to set this up? No. Of course not. Why would I? Like, how do I get this information? I need to get the type. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Like, how do I get all subtypes from the subtype of the array? Like, what? How do I do that? That's gonna be such a casserole hassle, my asshole. Okay, let's create a setup function at the very least. Add dialogue, func setup. Like, how do I pass the type here? I don't know. Like, there's not just a single type object in Godot, and that's really frustrating. Type is variant.type, I guess. So how do you like Godot code language? That's a good question. I think GDScript definitely needs way more features, but I would prefer not to use it for a full game, and I hate the editor in Godot. But outside of that, I really like how it is. I really like Python syntax. I used to be a big Python syntax hater, but I've come to appreciate how nice it is not having to hit shift whenever I want to, like, you know, I guess I still have to hit shift to do the colon. It just looks nicer, and I like that it enforces a consistent code style. And yeah, I don't know. Force indentation is kind of hype. That's all I have to say about that. I like the function keyword. I'm glad it's not function, but I'm glad it's not, you know, just fun. Func is a pretty good compromise. In terms of features, I really enjoy how there's no garbage collector. Everything's reference counted with ref counted. You have the built-in types like vector and all the primitive. I guess you call them primitives, but they're called built-ins in Godot. But the primitives are really nice that they're all by value type instead of through reference or garbage collected, like I said before. I definitely love the language. I would definitely use this over C# in most circumstances, simply because of the fact that you have to deal with that garbage collection. C# is it's not that much better and versus, like, if I want performance, right, I'm gonna use C++. So C# is like sort of like a fake compromise used if you just don't really have the technical know-how to use C++, to be honest. So if I like it. I don't have to compile GDScript, which is a huge bonus. Like, in terms of, how do I put this? In terms of, like, it's, you know, obviously if we're doing it on the merit of a language, I would definitely want more features in it. But on the merit of, like, conceptually having a scripting language in your engine, GDScript is probably the best engine scripting language in all of history. It is fucking fan-fucking-tastic. I wish instead of Blueprints, Unreal had its own scripting language. I wish instead of, you know, on top of C# maybe, Unity had its own scripting language. I wish every engine was basically just, you can access C++ all you want, but you can also access a scripting language all you want. And that's what I like about it. GDScript, and by extension Godot treats GDScript as a first-class citizen. And it treats C++ as a first-class citizen, for the most part, kinda. You can't really do plus add C++ script, but outside of that, I mean, using C++ in Godot nowadays is as simple and easy to create the class as it is with creating a class in GDScript. So, yes, I love GDScript in terms of what it adds to the world. I'm trying to think of something it needs. I wish it had. There's one thing I really wish it had, which was, I forgot what the acronym stands for, but ADT. Something data types. It's basically means data types like unions in C or C++, but they're typed using enums. So it's this thing in Rust where you can do like enum something, and then in a case for an enum you would do like my case, and you can give it like an int value, right? Or something, I don't know, string vector2. And then these are stored and optimized as unions. But to access the internal data, you have to do a switch statement or a match statement to check the case before you access the data. So it also has that safety built into it. And these are very important to me when it comes to game development. And it's why one of the major reasons I use hacks is for this feature. And I think it's something that GDScript really lacks and really fucking needs. It's odd that such a modern programming language doesn't have this, and it's such a useful fucking feature. It is so useful to have this sort of safety union system in your language, and it shocks me when modern programming languages don't have something like that. C# has been getting more and more modern, so it might add it in the future. But yeah. I mean, at the very least, since there's no garbage collection in GDScript, you can create your own sort of union types like this and not be too concerned about the garbage footprint you'll make. But even ref counting is still a little expensive when it comes to that versus just having pure value types. I wish there was a way to force it to have value types, like have your own class be value typed instead of either ref counted or manually managed with object. There needs to be a third kind, like you extend from value and then you have a value typed class. That would be so nice. Please, Godot, add that. Thank you. That's all I want. But yeah, long story short, GDScript is literally the reason why I use Godot, and it is fucking amazing. But also in terms of as a language, it could be better. It needs features, but syntax is perfect. I have a lot of mixed feelings. I love languages. I'm a language freak. Okay. Like, here's an example where I could use this. Right now, I need to give this function like 3 pieces of information: the variant array type, or the class object type, or the GDScript script type, because all of those 3 things are mutually exclusive for some fucking reason. And there's no single uniforming like object that can represent all of those. I have to pass like, I think I'm just going to pass the array type itself. Array type, and then I guess maybe I just pass the array object. Array object array, and then I can extract the data from that. But my god, it's so infuriating that I can't get that more easily. And then I guess for all of these, okay, what do I need to be focused. I'm overscoping this. I think I just need to make it so that this dialog can only accept resources. Okay. But let's see. So let me go to setup and make it so it takes in the, okay, what is this? Add dialog on parse global class. Why not? It's right here because that's an error. Okay, I understand. Pass, go back here. Now it's going to tell me that this needs the value. So let's go and find the top level array. That's not there. And then add dialog dot pop up centered. To be exclusive centered, I guess. From node, what do I put there? I heard Godot is lacking and some people got mad at Godot. I don't know why. Do you? Godot is lacking and some people got mad. I don't know. I'm actually not sure. I mean, people are always mad in their little circles about all these tiny little things. But, yeah, I don't think it's lacking too much. The only thing it really lacks nowadays, it did lack a lot. Pre 4.0, Godot lacked so much. My biggest feature that it lacked was support for modern graphics APIs. It could only do OpenGL, and it was planning to support Vulkan, but I want my Windows game to use DirectX, and they did eventually support it. And they also support Metal graphics API on Mac and iOS, which I think iOS. I would assume iOS because like that's the only option now. But yeah, that's really important to me. And so they added those. And nowadays they really have everything. The shader compilation's been fixed. So a lot of the main complaints are gone. My thing right now is I want better stencil support, because the stencil support right now is real ass and kind of hard to use. I want to be able to arbitrarily like pick from the stencil buffer, and right now it's not doable for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, that's basic. There's always going to be something, right? Like Unity's been out for decades. Decades, or is it just, I don't know how long. It's been a good amount of time. And it has people complaining about all sorts of features all the time. Same with Unreal, so nothing's perfect. But you know what is close to perfect? Godot. So use Godot, people. Or I guess Unreal. I like Unreal. Unreal is definitely second best. So, yeah. Yes, indeed. What does this from node mean? Do I just put self in here? Okay. Pop-up exclusive centered. Let's see if that works. Then for setup, I guess I'll extract this information from array object. This is gonna be so hard. This is gonna be really fucking hard. Array object dot get typed built-in class. See, here's what I'm talking about. We have 3 bits of information to figure out what the fuck this type is. The built-in, which is the primitive types. The class name, which would be not a built-in type, but one of the like Godot like pre-packaged classes it comes with, and then script, which is a user class. And then I have to check for all of these. All of them. Var script is this. If script does not equal null, then we know it's a script object. Script dot, can I get all the subclasses of this script? Probably not. It's gonna be really hard to do. Can you colon this? I love DirectX 12 and Unreal Engine. The software ray tracing is nice. Who needs that hardware crap ray tracing? Yes. Yeah, I agree. DirectX is just really good on Windows, which is very, very important, I think. Why is this not returning a script? Okay, that's odd. If script is not equal null, and script is script, even though it's returning a variant for some reason, then we do script. I'm probably reassign it. I also wish it was shadowing. I wish I could do script equals script as script like this, but I can't because it's a repeat variable name. Pax as shadowing, it's great. Shadowing is a fantastic feature. It makes your code so much more readable, but So I guess I'll call this script variant. Script variant is script, then we assign it to script. Okay, and now that I have typing, let's see if I can find the child scripts. Get script method property signal has source code instances. Subtract source code. But okay, I have to Google this maybe. Script Godot. Get property default value. Like, how do I get the children of this class? Is all I want to know. Has script signal? What? Get script signal. Get script constant map. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Get instance base type. No, I want the children. How do I find this? Do I go to GD script specifically? All that has is new. That isn't right. Oh, okay. How to get list of children of GD script class. And now, of course, since I'm Googling something with Godot and children, all the results are going to be about children of nodes, not children of classes. Oh, God. This might not be possible. This might be where I get stuck because I can't do this in GD script. That can't be right, though. GD script is so powerful. Let me think of a more specific way to type this. How to get all the children scripts of a script object in GD script. Okay. Iterating through all the nodes. Issue 1040 Godot proposal. Please don't be a proposal that's undone. Okay, here we go. It's okay. This guy's basically saying just go through all the scripts in your whole project and then check if they inherit from that main script. That's insanity. Is that what I have to do? Okay, if loaded script is GD script and get base script is equal to that base script, then append it. Oh, that's a really bad solution. Is that really the only way to do that? That's insane. That's insane. Am I crazy or is that fucking insane? Let's think about the performance cost of having to open that dialogue every single time. Okay, let's do it. I'm just gonna copy this code. Let's just first see if it works. Script. That's gonna give me an array. What's that? Semicolons. I like semicolons. Okay, so we'll print get inheriting scripts from this script. This should print a shit ton of stuff, by the way. So let's go back to this dialogue. Set up. This is all ready to go. So let's go to level 1 and run it. Add. Here's my dialogue. Is it exclusive? No, it isn't. Of course it isn't. Why would it be exclusive? It also did not run any of the code I wanted it to. What's happening? Index position 10 is out of bounds. New size equals 10. Okay. And then I put this way too high, so I can't close it now. Can I cancel close it? No. Can I close this? This is still active, though. Let's switch away. Okay. Wow. Okay, there's a lot that needs to be fixed then. What is this? Expected an indented block after function declaration. This is completely screwed. No, this is from other stuff. This is just the index. Alright. Dear, list dear begin. Initialize the stream file list of all files. Okay. Get next. We'll find name design null. Equal empty. Parent is dear. Go through, get inheriting scripts from this. Load the script if we get it from here. I don't have to debug someone else's code. That's what AMD was using. Then they were like, okay, we'll add hardware ray tracing like NVIDIA. And NVIDIA then, they could not keep up with the rendering effects on their GPUs with AMD, so they had to add in ray tracing. But if you look at the old rendering on AMD, it was simpler to ray tracing. So if you look at the AMD RX 580 render to a NVIDIA 2000 ray tracing render, you cannot tell the diff. Oh, wow. Huh. Interesting. It be like this. I don't understand things too well. Graphics APIs are so confusing to me. Like, how are there graphics APIs that are exclusive to certain operating systems when the APIs work with the graphics card? Like, wouldn't the graphics card be the one that provides the API? I don't know. I am confusion because like graphics cards have to explicitly support like Vulkan and DirectX 12, right? That would imply that. I don't know. I guess that means that DirectX 12 requires certain features on the graphics card, and then it can use. I don't know. I'm sure it's a very special, certain way that this is explained. Okay. Inheriting scripts. Result is using plus equals ew. Let's use pushback for that. Actually, you can't. You have to use append, don't you? Append array. Okay. And then file name's there. And that's a reassigned here. So when we find, let's iterate through all this. So print file name. Let's do this. Let's get the whole path. In fact, this whole path should probably be outside of here. File name is not equal to this and file name is not equal to that. Let's actually do that outside of this. If this continue. So equals this, equals this. And then move this down. And then let's go ahead and add this to the top right here. Full path. And then boop. boop. And then script path to that. Okie dokie. And then if it's GDScript, check if this is the base script, and then append that to the result. I think this should be pushed back. I hate how append is used here, because append in other languages is for other array on array. Yeah, RX 580 can use DirectX 12, but it can't use DirectX 12.2. So games that require DirectX 12.2, RX 580 could not run it. Huh, I didn't even know there was like subversion of DirectX that caused such incompatibility issues. Interesting. I also don't really understand the numbering for... It's not that I don't understand. I don't have it in my head. The numbering in terms of years when they were released for AMD. Like, I know the other one, NVIDIA, because I used those. Like, the 2000s was, like, late 2010s. But for AMD, when you say 580, what year range is that? Is that late 2010s? Like, when is... Okay. AMD 580 release date. 2017. Ah, I see. And then NVIDIA 2070 release date. This was 2018, so it was like kind of a whole year late, despite having the same technology as the earlier and cheaper, presumably AMD card. DirectX 12.2 is the hardware ray tracing. Oh, but like if I can use a graphics card, if I can use the same graphics card on Windows and Linux, how come the API for DirectX 12 is only available on Windows and not Linux, right? If it's on the hardware, right? Does that make any sense at all? I don't know. Things I should probably know, but I do not. Let's make this static, by the way. Static function. Static function activating. The rest of this looks correct. This should be a colon. No. Well, because we're testing it right here. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Is this going to work? It probably won't, but let's see. For me. Okay, I lost an element. Thankfully, I have this backed up on GitHub, which is fine. Add. There's nothing here. What's the output say? Oh, it worked. It just worked this time. All right, cool. Attempting the parent, a pop-up dialog that already has a parent. Oh, I see. So this should... I'm just going to do pop-up centered. Clearly, the exclusive thing just isn't working at the moment. Centered. I remember trying before to do exclusive pop-ups in Godot, and they just don't work. It's just not supported, which sucks. Because they use exclusives themselves. Look, when I open project, I can't click anything underneath it. But when I create my own dialogue, all of a sudden, there's no option for me to do the exact same thing for some fucking reason. Okay, so now that we have this, and I get all the inheriting scripts, I can do for child script in this. I can add elements to my export var. What's it called? List. Here. Item list. Okay, it's a type of item list. Item list. Item list. And then item list dot, do I just make item? Create or item? How do I add an item to the item list? Fuck, I don't know. Okay. Item list Godot. How do we do this? You can use DirectX 12, I believe, in Linux, but I don't think you can get DirectX 12.2 to work. I don't know if anyone fixed it yet. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, maybe you... Damn, I didn't know you could... Okay, fuck. Maybe Linux is based... Like, well... Yeah, I don't know. I always just imagine like with... Sorry, my words are all jumbled. I always imagined it was the graphics API that restricted Windows games from being played on Linux. But I guess Linux can play Windows games by emulating the graphics API calls. But isn't the fact they have to redirect those calls anyway to emulate them on Vulkan the reason why it doesn't work? I don't know. I don't know. But it would be cool if we could play DirectX games on Linux directly. Somehow. Some way. Child script. Is there just give me the name. Name? Oh, we just lost typing. Hooray. Oh, because it's an array, but it needs to be an array of GDScripts. Like that. And then... Does that work? I don't know. It should just be an array of script, honestly. Array of script. Because I want this to support C# as well, for anyone who wants to use that. And then that should still have get-based script, right? Let's type it to make sure. Variant. variant, and then var loaded script equals loaded variant as script. Do I have to do this? Maybe, and then get base script to be typed now. Yes. So now this should also be typed. Get global name. There we go. And then I need to test if this even exists. So, I don't know. Var name equals this. If name does not, name is empty maybe? Yeah, is empty, is not empty, then we add the item. And then no icon, selectables true, and this returns an index. Can I add metadata to this? Item, list, add meta, oh, here it is. Set item metadata. Index is going to be item list dot size -1, and then the metadata is going to be the child script itself. Boom. Oh, size is a vector 2. This is, wait, what? Is size a vector 2? Is it length that I'm looking for? How do I get the length of this? Oh my god, it's a list moment. Because lists can be horizontal, right? So there's also a size horizontally, maybe. I hope that works. Who knows if it will, but I hope it does. Because I need an index. Surely there's an item count. There it is. Item count. What am I doing? Item count -1. Okay, so that will associate the child script with the item. And then I also need to set up the double click. So item list, item activated, connect, func. We'll just do a lambda for now because I'm so lazy. Does this give me the index? It does. Nice. Okay. Index, int. And then in here, we can, for now, we're just going to print the index. But I can also do print index, print item list, get metadata from this index to see the script. Okay. With all that done, we can now go back here, trigger this, go here, hit add, and nothing will work. What's the output saying? Trying to return array of type array where expected return type is array script. Huh. Well, thank you for the typing, Godot, but I think your typing thing is wrong because I am returning that. You fool. You freaky fool. How dare you do this to me, Godot? See right here, I'm passing it as a script. So this should be a script type thing, right? Why is this not accepting that? Like this should be array script. This is also what I hate about GDScript is inferred typing doesn't exist. I have to use the fucking penis operator to tell it to use the inferred typing, which sucks. Like I shouldn't have to say dear penis equals dear access. It should just be dear equals dear access. But no, I have to fucking put a colon there and make it a penis operator, and I hate that. I also hate that about Go. It's one of my least favorite operators in all of coding. It's so unnecessary. You know this is a dear access 100% of the time, so why do I have to fucking penis it to fucking make it work? Oh. Yes, photogenic penis. Okay, so now does it know that this is an array script thing? Can you type the penis character in chat for me real quick? Like the operator? It's colon, it's a colon equals. That is the penis operator from coding. Dun 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 dun. Why am I writing on ShrillDuck? Okay. What have I started? Oh no, and the worst is if you do it like this. Anyway. Oh my god, I'm assigning my penis to ear access. Does this work now? Does this work, please? Nope. No workings for me yet. Invalid assignment of property key BG color with value of color on base type object nil. I need to assign these. Alright. Fair enough. Item list, assign that. Style box, we're gonna do a flat one. Assign that. Add. Oh, it works, it works, it works, it works. Oh my god, let's go. I think the title should be select type, not an entry there. Well, Godot doesn't use the equals equals. No, it uses equals equals. We're not talking about can I cancel this? We're not talking about equality. We're talking about assignment. It uses equals equals for equality. See right here, if dir equals equals null. What I'm talking about is we're doing var dir equals dir access. But if I want this to be typed as a dir access variable, I have to put the colon here for it to infer. But equals assign. Yes, this works. But this will make the dir variable not to watch this. If I do dir dot right here, it will know because the type is inferred and GDScript can infer types. But there have been circumstances where this autocomplete wouldn't work and I'd have to put the penis in here. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. All right. Once I start posting shorts and clips of this thing, I need to make the penis thing a short. That was hilarious. Some ran 25 penis. You think they allow that? I don't know how strict Twitch is with their emotes. I've heard they seem pretty not that strict to me, but other people have said they're kind of strict, so More importantly, hooray, my thing works. I did it. So if I go in here and go to this and add, it gives me a list of all the classes, and if I double click on it, it'll print out the GDScript object that is associated with is that still an error that's happening? That can't be, right? Plus. Nope, it's all good. I need to make it so I can close these. That'd be nice. Probably not allowed. They are very strict. They removed an emote that was an animated ferret butt because it showed a butthole. It'd be like this. But was it like a detailed butthole or was it just like an X? This is like a detailed butthole, then. It's understandable though. Ferrets are very sexy after all. I know Twitch just couldn't hold it in anymore, and they were like, no gooning to ferrets on my platform. Just an X. But there's like cat butt emotes, right? I don't know. It'd be like this. Anyway. Ferret goonery. Script variant is script. All of this. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, closing. I need to handle closing. I always hate this for Godot. Why can't I not just have the close button actually close things? Is that too hard to ask for? Well, I'm here. Let's also set the title for this. So, well, we don't need the label. Let's get rid of that. And then the title of the dialogue will be, here it is. Select type. Okay, that's good. And then I need to assign the fucking magnifying glass to the search bar to make it look nice. So let me add that. Let's do them in order. So export var search. That's going to be a line edit. Let's go ahead and assign that in here. Search bar. And then we'll do search. We'll do search dot right icon equals root get theme. No, fuck, I need the theme icon. Where do I do that? It's over here, right? Get theme icon. This, I'm going to assume, I'm going to make the bold assumption the name of this icon that I'm looking for is a search. We want to just do it and see if we make Godot not suck. Question mark. Actually, Turbo says, actually, Godot is fucking perfect the way it is. Godot is amazing. You know what I say to that, Turbo Seb? You're correct. You're 100% correct. This is a clickbait title I used to get people to click on the stream. No one can stop me. No one can stop me. Should these be centered? I don't know if how I feel about them being left aligned. I guess this is fine. This dialogue needs to be smaller though. I hate how big it is. I also need to add the close behavior I keep forgetting to add. Ooh, I like this song. On close requested. That goes down here and just calls hide. Let's just make this hide then. What am I doing? Hide. Does that work? It does. All right, perfect. We'll do it down here as well. What is this from? Is this Rhythm Heaven? I was scared you were ungrateful. No, I am grateful for. I love Godot. Imagine having to live in a world where all you had was Unity and Unreal. Holy shit! I'd never get anything done in Unreal. That is impossible. That's an impossible task. Close button. Export var add button. And then let's go back to this and add those. Add. Cancel. A little click plate never killed anyone. For now. And forever after. Speaking of clips, wouldn't it be sick if I could somehow like record the individual recordings that make up this Godot world, and then I made the shorts happen in 3D space? Like, oh my god, that'd be so fucking sick. I wonder if that's possible to do. I don't know. Anyway, Okay. Let's think for a second. What if you didn't do that because that's a ton of work and you will abandon this project because of it? Yes. I like that photo, Jen. Let's not do that. But could you imagine, though? Could you imagine how much I would kill in the space of streamer clipping if I had like a 3D environment in as my shorts? My shorts were fucking clips that were like of the 3D world. Oh my god, I need like a real-time cameraman in my streams to just do things like that in real time. You want to take the roll photo, Johnny? You want to be my cameraman? Oh, no more water. I need more hydration. Oh. Okay. Unfortunately, that's a whole lot of time. No, you good. You good. I would never put that on someone. Okay. Let's see. So these work now. So I could close this. I also need to make it so when this happens, when I hide here, this also closes. I should probably just put this right here. Function on close requested void. Hey, if you want to pay me, maybe Photogenic, if I ever become a big streamer and I make enough money to pay you, I will 100% pay you to be my in-stream 3D world camera person. I will not forget that. I promise you. How much do I have to be making for that to work out? It'd be a couple hours per day, so I feel like I need to pay you at least like $100. And then I'd have to make like, what, $1,000 per stream? All right, sounds good. Because you can only have 10% of what I make. I must be the corporate overlord. Ho ho ho. That sounds reasonable. Oh my god, $1,000. I wouldn't have to do my own clips anymore. How nice would that be? How to have people edit those? On close request, we're gonna do hide. Boom, boom, and then we're also gonna check if add dialogue exists. If add dialogue is equal null, and add dialogue is shown. How do I? Is it this visible? Well, let's try is visible, and then we'll do add dialogue hide. Okay. Hey, it's better than 20 an hour, which is like 4 years of work experience. Oh shit. Man, that sucks. No, I'd do way better. I'd do 50 an hour. If I was making 1,000 for stream, I'd give you like 50 an hour. Hooray. Plus, being a cameraman is that's tough work. You need the artist. You need the beauty. W, let's go. Unclose requested. Let's test this out. Down. Event. Add. Double click. Let's cancel. It closes. All right, cool. Add. Close this one. It closes. Perfect. There's no exclusivity, but this is pretty decent. I guess now I double click on one of these or hit add and then I'm not going to do a search bar today. That's too much. Search bars are fucking crazy work, man. Oh, this is also re-adding every time I think I open it. Like if I add again, then it's going to do that again. Whoops, that's not good. Okay, super inspect dialog. Okie dokie, ready. Where's this happening? Just saying, you would not be a good business owner if one employee gets 10% of profits. What? Because I'm not making enough profit, or I'm giving too much? No, because I need to give less. I need to give like 1%. No. I would never. If I was a business person, when I one day am a millionaire and I open my gaming dev studio, I'll pay everyone. I don't know. What do you pay people? I'll pay people good wages for what it would be at the time. Nice. There we go. My amazingly hot cake. Where? Oh, because I'm calling setup. Okay. So this should only be called once then, though. Yeah, actually, this should only be called at start. So maybe I should be doing this in init. Okay. One. Pay people based on quality of work, and I guess deadlines. Hourly wage sucks. Yeah, it'd be like that. I agree. I hate hourly wages. Why did this work? Oh, because there's no setup. That makes sense. Is it possible this can change, though? No, because it's being set up and ready. But this can be reassigned in the future. So... So what I should be doing is, if add dialog is not equal null, I reassign it here. Incentivizing people to slow down processes. Yes, definitely. I think you should try and, pay a decent amount, because you'll see the quality that comes out of that when it comes to artistic things like this, or just all jobs in general, probably. Definitely me, if I'm being rushed on a project, you'll have a way worse product than if I have the time to do it. And especially when being what's the word? Compensated for the good amount. Okay, one-time setup. Okay, no. Set array type. And I call it there. And I go back here, and now I have to clear this whenever I redo it. So item list. What would this be? Item list? No, where is this? Where do I create the? Oh, it is item list. So item list dot clear. Okay, and then that should be good. Now I go here and I open it. And close, and then open, and then close, and then open, and then close. It'll retain it, but it should switch to a different type if I ever need to. I'm not gonna bother caching it because who cares? Okay, so now I have to handle applying it. This will be the same thing. So this would be on item selected or chosen, I guess. Index int this, and so I'll put that for on item activated, and then I'll also do for the OK button. Add button connect. Remember, currency was made to reward people for it. Makes them feel they're getting something. Yeah, like they're making the good deal, not just surviving. It'd be like that. This should be when we click it, we do on item chosen for the item list. Get index? Yeah. Get index returns the node's order among its siblings, because this is not what I want. Index Get index. What is this? What the fuck? No, I want the current. I want the, what? How do I get this for list? List box? What is it? Item list? Godot? I need to close all these tabs. Jesus Christ. Contents, icon mode, icon count max. Is it a function maybe? Surely we have a selected somewhere. Is anything selected? Oh god, there is multi-select support. Ugh. Select, we have select, we have is selected. And then there's no thing that gives me all the selected items. Oh, there it is. Get selected items. Okay, nice, dude. Get selected items. So do var items equals this. Well, gotta go. Good rest of the stream, everybody. Hell yeah! We're about to wrap it up too in a bit. I'm about to finish this feature and then go eat some fucking hot dogs without buns. They're gonna be so tasty. Let me just items.is empty or is not empty? So if items are not empty, or what we really want is items.size equals 1. Then item sub 0. Is there a first? I feel like Godot would be the type of thing to have a first. No first function? Fuck off. No, you're stuck here. You can't leave. Is that duck have a knife? Get quacked on. Oh my god, that's hilarious. How come your emote prefix is so much better than mine? Mine's like some rad 25. What's up with that? Is it because I'm the 25th person that has some ra as like their prefix for the name? Huh. I don't know. Some ra 25. What is up with that? Who is some ra 0? I just want some ra. You know? Why can't it just be? Ooh! Thank you for the Gigantify. Oh! The bits work. Oh my god. Holy shit. I was like gonna click over and see if they work or not. And I'm thinking, no, there's no way that it would work. But they do. They totally work. Holy shit, the Trill Duck. Thank you for testing that for me. Oh my god. Wow. Hooray! The bits work. Oh my god. So you redeemed a 10-bit thing, so that gives you 10 bits. Wow. So Twitch just be fucking my ass and not doing what I want it to. Thank you for the Gigantify emote, Shrill Duck. And thank you for helping me test that, finally. I know you sent like 5 bits earlier. But of course I wasn't activated yet. Yeah, I want it to redeem for... Well, I don't want like, you know, if you redeem bits, you redeem bits, you know? What I should do is have like a thing where if you Gigantify an emote, it appears in the Twitch interface and does something, but you know, that's just another thing on top of the list of things I need to do for my Twitch interface. So on item chosen, I guess I could close if this doesn't do anything. So we'll do hide after that. No. So what do we do on item chosen? What do? We probably emit a signal that says we chose something. So signal on selected, and then I gotta give it a script or type or something. Script, I guess. Why isn't there just a type object in Godot? I don't know. Selected dot emit. And then we need to get the index. So item list. I think this is guaranteed to be valid, so I'm just gonna trust. Get item. How do I just get item at index? Your stream's still set to a medium of 5 bits. I can make it 1 bit. Here, if you want to donate 1 bit at a time, I'll let you do 1 bit at a time. Power-ups and channel points. Manage power-ups and channel points. Where do I set the minimum? Rewards? I feel it could be under viewer rewards, right? Enable channel points. Monetization maybe? Bits and cheering? Here we go. Minimum bits to cheer. 1. Okay. There you go. There you go, Duck. I've set it to 1. Go crazy. Feel free. I meant to turn it to 1 when I did the testing, but Okay, so how do I get this item list Godot? There we go. Hooray! Whoa! Whoa! Cheer. Okay, well, here's the thing. I don't want that pop-up to appear every time you cheer 1 bit. So I need a limit on that. Alerts. No, don't create an alert box. Oh, I fucked up. I didn't mean to create that. Okay, delete this new alert box. Delete it. Okay, edit alerts. Bits. Sharing of any amount. No, I want this to be at least, I don't know. We'll do, I feel like for something that's that hype, we'll do 100 bits. No, we'll do 10 bits maybe. Let's do 50. I think 50 feels good. So the notification will only appear. Wait, what? Why can't I? New variant? How do I set this condition information? Oh my god, I'm learning Twitch alerts right now. Okay, so new bits, sharing of any, no, share 13. Okay, well, how do I, new bits feature any, bits 50. Okay, there we go. And then can I delete, save changes. And then I want to delete this one. How do I delete it? Delete variant. Delete. Yes, delete variant. Okay, there we go. So now you have to cheer 50 bits if you want the thing to appear. But even if you cheer 1 bit, it'll still make a bit rain from the sky. It just won't make a notification. It's going to fucking freak me the fuck out. Whew. Okay. And if that becomes too much, I'll set it up to 100. So, yeah. Yeah. Back to the grind. How do I get an item based on an index? Get item, I see get item at position. But where do I get item by index? That's all I want to know. Like, I see everything except getting it by the index. Wait, there are no items. I'm an idiot. I just need to get item metadata. Here I'm thinking like items are like an object, like they are with trees, but they aren't. They are just a different thing. Whatever you would call it. Thank you for the 1 bit, by the way, Shrill Duck. Get item metadata. I'm pretty sure I said that already, but it's hard, right, when you stream? Because I'm like double brain. What? Wait, why do I have an error here? Non-existent function. Yeah, Dead Sun changed the 1-bit noise to a fart, so now I have to donate 2 bits to scare this. No items insert Megamind here. What is happening? Why is this erroring? Oh, it's add button dot rest dot connect. Jesus. Okay. Thank you, GDScript. No items. Oh fuck, my legs are crossed, so I kind of like that hurt. Oh. On item chosen, on selected, emit the script. Okay. And then back in here, let's go find our dialogue, wherever it may be. Can I close this output? Thank you. What is this called? It's called the add dialogue. So add dialogue dot what? Dot onSelected dot connect. This will do a function that does what? Crisscross applesauce or lady legs, sir. It's like, it's not crisscross. I'm assuming with lady legs, you mean like, how do I even describe this? Yes, the one that hurts the balls. I'm not doing that. I'm doing like a half crisscross where like 1 foot is like on the ground and the other like leg is like crisscrossed onto it. So it's like a right angle. That's been my move for like forever. I did that all the time in school. Yeah, the teachers would get pissed at me for doing that because I do it like against the desk and just like lean back and they're like, put your leg down, and I'm like, leave me alone, let me live. On selected, and then we get the script object. They gave me a special chair because I did that. Oh my god, photogenic, no. It stopped me from pushing the chair over. Oh, so it kind of helped you? Because you would fall over? I would never fall over. I wasn't that extreme. How do I add this? So I need to make an instance of it and add it to the array. So I need to do script instantiate. How do I instantiate a script? But yeah, I always got back up. Damn. That's wild. Dead Sun has a super bonk. That's if you do 101 bits, it socks. It socks, then every time it bonks, but the 2 bits will make the clear sound of the start of the super bonk. So Dead Sun will be like, oh, am I getting super bonk? Huh. 2 bits will make the cheer sound at the start of the super bonk. So Dead Sun, oh, because 2 bits sounds like 101 bits. Damn, the fucking debate. It woke me up when I fell. I would be so sleepy in school all the time, every moment. So I'd get home and I want to, program things or make things, and so I'd just be like, fuck school, and I never do any homework. The end. Honestly, fuck school. Honestly, fuck homework. Ugh. Yeesh. How do I create an instance of a script? I know I can do it with the GD script, but maybe this is what it has to be because I can't do it with C# script. Script slash GD script. Script. And base script. But if I can do it with C# script, I'll do it. Okay, you can do new. I see. So I guess I'll just have to do if script is GD script.new. Else, I guess I could do is GD script or whoa, what happened to chat? What the fuck? I thought I fixed that. I never did homework, but my teachers were nice about it. My teachers were okay about it. To be honest, would be better if they were mean about it so I didn't suffer in college when they started being mean. Oh, no, it's fine. Oh, what is happening? Godot? Why am I lagging? What is happening in the chat? I thought we fixed this. C# script. Stop the... Wait, why is C# script not a thing? It's only implemented in mono-enabled builds. Okay, so, frick? I guess I'll do if script.has method new. We can do this. Wait, oh my god, I'm not a goober on screen. Wait, what? Oh my god, the momentum of your fucking message flying from wherever you are right now is fucking you up. Did you get glitched off the world via a bit? Did Shrill Duck kill you with money? What? Wait, hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Remote game. Okay, I'm gonna double click on you. I think you're... Which one are you? How do I tell which one is you? Label position. Label. Okay, that's Tony. Okay. This one's not selecting anything. Label position. Label. That's invoke. Character. Label position. Another thing. The one bit, there are people that get free bits for watching ads or doing something else. I can't remember what it's called. Oh. That's... You can get free bits from watching ads? I never got a free bit from watching an ad. Is that like a thing you have to enable as a streamer? Is that like a special partner streamer thing? I wish I could give people bits. That sounds awesome. Here you are, photogenic male. If I double click on you, how do I see you? Okay, what if I click the camera icon and click you? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna look at your position. Your position is negative 600,000. It's about to get negative 700,000. Holy shit. What? It's a USA thing. I'm in the USA. I don't get free bits. What? Huh? I hate to see it. Okay, photogenic, you're like dying. Should I bring you back? This is why I'm lagging, because it's calculating this physics. 0. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna put you at 100. Your momentum is so fast, I can't even stop you. You're going through the platform at this point. How do I stop the velocity? Okay, photogenic, no! Oh my god, your number's going up so fast. You already shot back up to negative 200,000. Oh no! Oh no, photogenic, why? How do I stop your momentum? Oh shit. Can I stop gravity on you? Floating. No, it's not gonna matter. 0. Nothing matters. Nothing matters. I'm gonna set your process mode to disabled. And I'm gonna move you to 0. In fact, I'll move you to like, there you are. I see you. Can I move you back over here somehow? And then move you down. Like that. And then I'm gonna unfreeze you. To inherit? Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Photogenic. You're such a funny little goober sometimes. Yeah, I got the ramp. Put me on the ramp. And if you buy bits once, you can't get free bits anymore. Oh shit. Have I bought bits before? I don't think I've bought bits on my Some Randev account though. 1 bit, there are people that get free bits for watching ad. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I had no idea that's a thing. That's kind of wild. All right. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's get back to focus. Back to this good-o. If script has new, we create a new instance, and we're gonna add that to the array. So top level array dot push script new, and then I have to make a new item for it. Oh, sorry, it's push back. How is your trip photogenic? And then it saves it if it saves it to your IP when you buy bits, so you'll have to make another account or IP that is not a VPN. That is fucking wild. The Twitch meta goes insane, I guess. Holy shit. Damn. I want free bits. Is that where you get all your bits from, Shrilduck? You just watch ads? God, I wish that were me. Okay, how am I doing this? I add this, and I need to set up the item in here. So I need to create the item. Func add element item, and then we'll give it the element, I guess, which will be a variant, I guess. And they'll call this code maybe. And then what? Element. What am I going to be missing a variable? I guess not. I guess this is all we need. Because this is a top level. They can tell if you use a VPN. Holy shit. Sure. What the fight for the free bits. Element detected. Do that, and then do this. And then this should just work. Am I lost? Hey, welcome back, Triangle. No, I just did a bunch of restarts. So your guy got killed during a restart. I'm sorry. But hey, welcome back. How's it going? I'm suffering. Is this going to work? If this works, I might call it here. But you know it's not going to, so we'll see. Okay, first of all, let me get rid of the add item too. Add item, go fuck yourself. Boo boo, boo boo boo. Yeah, I used to get free bits till I bought some bits and lost dumb Twitch. That is so stupid. I hate that. Like, I fell out of thought and time. Fell out of thought and time. It was lame. Oh, was it? I'm sorry that happened. I hope you had at least a decent experience. If I do particles do action, it worked. No way that fucking worked. Holy shit, it worked. Shrilduck shoot a bit. Hooray! Okay, am I crazy or did that bit not fall where you are? Did you see how it like didn't fall? It like fell next to you. Guys, if you want to, I need help testing. Can you guys donate more bits? I don't get bits for ads. Yeah, have you never? It said you have to be American, no bits on your IP, and never bought bits before. Have you never bought bits before, Photogenic? I feel like everyone has to buy bits once because they're so cheap. You fucking spend $1 and you get 100 fucking bits. And if you're on a small streamer like me, you can just donate 1 bit at a time for every message. So it really, like, you get your money's worth for these bits sometimes. So, I don't know. Can you not send a message with 1 bit, Shrilduck? Is that why you just do a bit alone and nothing else? Or is it like you just don't have anything to say? Okay, there. Wow, that is really nice. That works. Okay, here's the issue. Those are all going to get saved. Because now when I come back, they're all there. I also need to close whenever I double click on it. It spawned above me, then I moved. Okay. So what I need is like an animation to like summon it or something. Yeah, but I also want them to like appear off screen. Maybe we do like a poof of smoke above you. And then it... Oh, it definitely fell above you. Okay, cool. It's so funny. I love how perfect the system came out. That is exactly how I envisioned it too. It just plops down and then it just fucking hits your head and it just stays there. It's just persistent forever. Oh, it's so great. I love it. I'm glad we made that. I'm so happy Meta Monday was so successful. We made the bit system that's actually working, and we made the fucking note-taking emotes. What a great day. We're on a streak. And then today I'm going to get this thing done kind of somewhat a little. And that's going to be great. Like add dialogue. Why is it not closing? Because on item chosen doesn't hide it. So I should probably put the hide in there. There we go. And now what? This will magically work. Add. There we go. Add. Always runner. Holy shit, it works. I want you to make it where my goober poops them out. That would be a bit more difficult, but because I love that. The fucking issue is I love that, Shrilduck. Why would you put that in my brain? Why the fuck would you put that in my brain? Because now I have to do it. But like, that's gonna make things so much more harder because it's gonna be collision issues if it doesn't fall from the sky. Maybe make it so you jump up into the air and you just start farting them out. So that way you're not like stuck between everyone. Like you just jump up and go, and it just falls out of in between your legs. That's how you do it. That's how you fucking do it. Oh my god, Shrilduck. I'm going to make so much money off of that bit idea. Because people are going to be donating bits. When I'm a big streamer, motherfuckers are going to be donating bits for days because of that feature. Oh, I love that. Okay. Next Meta Monday, Shrilduck, we're here. Next Meta Monday, remind me and I'll do that. That should be a pretty easy thing to do. And then this is working too. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, this is amazing. I love this. This works so great. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted this whole time. Do action, and there it is. It's added to my thing. Oh, it's so perfect. And then the size is 12, but if I leave and come back, it'll update to 19. Add diff effects for bit redeems. How goobers spawn the bits. I guess I could. That's the issue is I have priorities, right? Shrilduck. Before I do that, I need to make the world more interactable, and I need to make do my vision of a more like Twitch. Sorry, how many tablespoons of butter in a gram of butter? Fucking, I don't know. I think I know how to bake and know these shits. That's what Google's for. Okay, but save your bits, Shrilduck. Because I'm gonna make the farting thing happen. For the poopy bits. I'm going to make that the main one. Cooking right now. You like this? Bum 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 bum. So here's my final task. I need to update this text here whenever you add something to it. So that's going to be an editor property, and that's where the button text is set up right here. So we have access to the current value. So what I should do is do function refresh button text right here. Okay, and then we go ahead and put this code in here. And then it's not going to work because current value is a temporary value for some freaking reason. I guess I have to get it using this. So I'd get this value. So, oh, I remember having this conundrum last time. Oh my god, okay. Current value, because here's the issue, right? When the time this constructor is run, I can't use this code to get the value. I have to use this past object and property name to access the value. But then later, the only way to access the value is by doing this code. So I need to write a function that can access the code, that can access it through this and the other one. So I think what I do here is just make a nullable value, and then if current value equals null, we assign it to this. Oh, thank God for dynamic typing sometimes. Dynamic typing W on rare occasion. And I am doing a type check right here, so this actually works out pretty well. So now I can pass the current value here, but also I can call refresh button text on something else. So we're gonna pass the reference to this in dialog self. And then here we'll do, what is this called? Property control, and we'll call that editor property super array inspector. There we go. And now I gotta do this to the parameters. It's so fucking long. Okie dokie. And then we'll add a reference to this next to editor interface. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Cooking right. I'm also cooking right now. Photogenic. I am also cooking right at this moment. Now, whenever I add an element, which is done in some sort of connect, wherever it may be. This code is so hard to read. I really need to fix this up. Oh, it's right here. When I add a new element, I can do property control dot refresh button text and not pass anything here. And now, when I go back to this and I add an element, oh, what the fuck happened? Parse current value is not declared in the current scope for editor property 27. Oh shit. Wait, what? 27 current value equals null. What the hell's going on? Godot moment. Non-existent function new in base GD script. And inspector plugin 22. Huh. Editor property super array inspector. This doesn't work for some reason. What? Is that because there's an error in here? Wait, what? What happened? Turns out 1 tablespoon of butter is 0.5 ounces. Huh. You can probably go for 1 ounce. Butter is good. Measured it just now. You're not just using Google? Oh, photogenic. Google exists for you. You must Google. Why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? This is so annoying. I used a way thing. Ah. Let me reset my data, by the way. Discard changes, discard. Reload from disk. Okay, and then this is back to size 10, but it's still having the error. Non-existent function new in base GD script. They said 6 ounce for 1 tablespoon. Okay. They just want to give you a little extra butter because you deserve it, photogenic. It's gonna make it a little extra tasty, that's all. Non-existent function new in base GD script. I'm going to fucking scream. What are they talking about? So for this class, which still has this name because it knows because I just brought it here, it's saying this init doesn't exist for some reason. Because of this function, maybe? But what have I done? There's no error in the function. I don't need all that fat in my mac and cheese. You kind of do. It'd be so good. Could you imagine? What if I don't refresh the button text? Does that magically fix everything? Remove errors. It does. It magically fixes everything. So this is an issue with this. Current value is fucking my ass. Man, but why? Why would you do this to me? Do I go do self.refresh button text? I know that isn't the answer. That was the answer. What? Okay, now updates. Look, if I add a new thing here, it updates to 12 over here. So we can't really see because of the way I have my Godot thing. But if I do this, if I hit add, then now it's 13. Okay. Hooray. I did it. All right, I guess that about wraps it up for today's stream. That was some good progress. We'd love to see it. Thank you everyone for watching. Photogenic, I hope you enjoy your mac and cheese. You're making me hungry as shit. I think I'll make mac and cheese, but the issue is I suck at making mac and cheese. Anyway, thank you for Shrill Duck for all the... I am so hungry. Thank you, Shrill Duck, for the bits. And then thank you to everyone else. Thank you to Triangle, who was here. Tony, who was a new timer here. Bread, thank you, aka Telestis? Who else is here? I know fucking Moon was here earlier. And TurboSeb was here for a bit. So thank you, everyone. Hope you had a good stream. And thank you to everyone who I'm missing from the first part of the stream. I'm gonna go make some food. And then let's see who we're gonna raid for today. Raid channel. Same category. Rated me. Oh, no one's rated me. Oh, events? What's the events? I don't know, but one has 3D in the name. Might do that. Puzzle platformer by a bird. I think I've seen them before. Have I rated them yet? I don't know. I'm just gonna raid them. This looks fun. Queen on. I remember their shit. I've raided them before. Let's raid again. Start raid! Hooray! Oh yeah, the stream message. Thank you, Photogenic. Invoke is lost at sea. Oh yeah, Invoke! Fuck, I forgot about Invoke. Sorry, Invoke. I love you. I miss you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna raid now. Good luck on your project. Anyway, see you later, VOD watcher.